dungeons, maddening spells, crazy bosses,
use of freaking scrolls.
very useful scrolls, gifts of a strange but yet helpful wizard of some kind, to which gave you the information needed to finally pinpoint the source of this evil corruption that has been taking over the country of Pyre. Tenor, the archdevil that has seemingly managed to incorporate and get his fingers into the various authority figures of the Pyre authority. He came back to the surface, took a rest, leveled up, and managed to rejoin the somewhat and surprisingly living crew of the Ocean Master.
Right.
Shortly after rejoining, there was a full-on assault. All the various bits of enemies, the gathered forces of the Sahuagin, like Legion, and a dragon turtle, all came at the ship through various cannon fire and spells and just a massive amount of combat took place, a battle, if you will, ending with the dragon turtle getting upgraded by Vaughn, previously
Clutch.
previously attacked by a disintegration spell.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then the Baron of this Sahuagin Legion tried to take out one of your very useful party members, Xandon, with a surprising strength check with like a -1.
That's the truth. That's a -1.
Managed to get out of the grapple and destroy the target, your quarry that you've been after this whole time.
With a shillelagh. With the
With the
shillelagh
shillelagh.
to the side of the head. Clubby.
Classic D&D. You now all stand aboard the Ocean Master. There are men crying out in pain. People are running about as you're trying to get a hold of the situation to see if you guys are still in battle. You see Captain Voptos is kind of stomping around and kind of sees you, Xanon, standing beside the body with the Baron, and he goes, "We did it. Man, we did it! Hey, everybody, let's wrap up!" And like you see, he begins giving orders to all the various people. You see he shouts to Ali, an apparent cleric, to start diminishing healing the surviving crewmates.
I go with him.
You join in it as well. And you see that some of the crew members are just too far gone. Their bodies crisp and torched and horribly damaged. But ones that have survived, you help Alu and manage to save them. You manage to save a few members of the crew. You watch as the Captain Vatus, as all that's going on, he takes aboard the helm, grabs hold of it, and you see as he kind of begins to conjure almost like this, some sort of ability, and all of a sudden the waters all around the ship begin to kind of swirl, and suddenly you begin to feel the ship push forward. It goes forward faster and faster. He says, "Everybody hold on!" You watch the ship, like the sails kind of buffet as he kind of pushed the ship with some sort of natural water ability.
What? Couldn't do this first time.
No, is that okay? Keep the turbo.
He goes and goes for as long as he can before finally the ship kind of shudders for a moment as the ship comes to a slow stop. He watches as the remaining sails kind of waft and whip around. Finally, wherever you guys might be aboard the ship. There's a decision, but it appears as if you are away from danger at the moment. He watches the captain immediately comes towards you, Xanon, next to the body. Well done. I believe we should decapitate it. Fit its head into a jar. And start making our way home.
It's not wrong.
Okay. I think Belshazzar can come over here and do it. He can probably do it in one sweep. He's probably still angry.
Good call.
He watches, he kind of goes out. Vinton, find me a jar worthy of a head. And he watches as the first mate begins to scramble below deck. What do you all wish to do?
I'm gonna stay with it because it was my task to get the head, so I'm gonna make sure that I have it when they get it stowed away in the bag, if at all possible. If not, I'll just keep it with me.
Okay. If you kind of feel the weight of the coin still in your pocket or wherever it may be, it's just as a reminder. As you watch as Belshazzar stomp over it, raises his great sword, and with one fell, the head flops into the surface. The tongue kind of.
I will also inspect the body because he's also wearing some pretty nice armor, right?
Load him.
Make an investigation check
I'm gonna help him with it.
with advantage.
Aren't you sweet? Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
That's not the way to start the campaign or start the session, boys.
Ouch.
Investigation. Let's go with the 24.
Alright, that's good. So, the head now kind of a little bit away. You focus down on the body. And you can see that, for the most part, it is a scaly fish body. But you see that the mantle kind of placed upon his shoulders. It is very, it's like this black, almost like leather-like material, almost in like this web fashion kind of placed over top. And you can see there's like this little bit of a material which kind of flows in behind it. You can see where where it connects with the web, like these golden like just decorations placed upon it. It looks nice. Other than that, there doesn't appear to be much else of worth on this body.
I will strip it.
Okay.
You're with me then, right?
Yep.
You want to go sell just a few dragon turtle parts?
Yeah, if we can. 100%.
It's probably sinking right now, but you can get down there okay.
Yeah.
As you guys begin to walk away, you watch as the captain lift up the head, and First Mate Vinton comes over, has like this small, looks like a barrel of gunpowder, still kind of blackened around the top. I was like, "Hey, Captain."
Okay.
Got that sorted.
If you don't mind, Captain, may I hold on to that since I'm holding the coin in which I am to trade to the Baron?
Do you want to wait until we get back?
What?
Are you gonna come with me to go get the dragon turtle?
I mean, if you can
I can swing it.
water breathe it. Okay.
How far
Still, I'll
away?
ask.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Are you kidding me right now?
Captain? Really?
Boy.
18.
Says, you make a good point, but I'll remind you that we all made our way after this creature. So this is our victory. Gives the barrel to you.
I don't dispute that. And I take it, and then I'm gonna walk away for a minute, and before we head off, I'm gonna hand it to Belteshazzar and say, keep an eye on this.
Keep an eye on it.
Before you leave, I do apologize for that. Thank you for coming when you did. I imagine we wouldn't have survived another night.
How'd you say, Captain? It was a group effort.
Indeed.
He kind of tips his hat towards you and then stalks off to check in on the rest of his crew.
Vaughn, you wanna come with us?
Yeah.
We're gonna go harvest this dragon turtle.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Belshazzar, you cool staying here?
Yep. I
Okay.
got the head.
Well then, right before we go in, I'm gonna cast water breathing.
Oh, I'll hand you the mantle too. I'm gonna look into that later.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast water breathing on all three of us.
Until
Because I'm assuming the turtle's down. It's gone, right? It's not on the ship.
No, it was not on the
That's
ship.
what I wanted to make sure.
Uppercutted away.
Yeah. I had to ask.
It's alright.
Okay. So, water breathing on 1, 2, 3. Unless somebody else wanted to come with us.
They all appear to be well distracted in
That's kind of what I figured.
the effort.
And then I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Let's go.
Nope.
Diving
Jumped
over.
in the water.
Okay. So whoever would like to
Run.
helm this check,
What check? What kind of check?
this being perception.
I might get advantage on him
I got-
already.
I got a +5. All right, good.
I got 4, I think. But 17.
Okay. With Vasher leading the way, his flowing white robes kind of give you a lead. You follow him, and it takes you, though the burst was short, the captain did manage to propel the ship a little bit away, but you managed to get back to the same area where you left the now
Oh shit! I forgot we just like bounced.
the carcass of the dragon turtle. Takes you about 30 minutes.
That's not
Of
bad.
just regular swimming,
Oh, nice.
just regular paddling,
Oh, okay.
to where you see is a turtle float.
Good question.
Oh, yeah.
So that's Goggle.
Yeah, go for it. It's a dead turtle float.
And it goes belly up. It'll be handy.
It's already an asked question.
Top result.
Usually sink. Additionally, while living, turtles usually sink when placed in. It doesn't say. But not that one.
Are they buoyant?
Instantly it doesn't, but as gases accumulate in its body starts to rot, it will float. So it should be sinking, probably.
So by the time you get there, you see, you happen to catch glimmers of like broken shards
Sorry.
of shell and teeth kind of floating around amongst the waves. And you also catch almost like a school of fish, but when you kind of get closer, you can see it's like a ring of sharks, kind of like making their way down. And as you follow them, you begin to see the carcasses still mid-sink. The sharks kind of diving, taking a big chunk, and then swimming away pretty quickly with their food.
Well, be sure to avoid the sharks as we swim down to it.
Yeah.
Do I know, other than do I know specifically what parts we could realistically get to would be worth anything, alchemical or otherwise?
Make a nature check.
Nature check. A nature check. Ooh, 24.
24. Okay. So you, obviously looking at the creature, you know that the claws and, particular its, its jaw is well known to be used for ship heads, either for ramparts as such. The claws for trophies or various ingredients. As for the shell, unless you have a very, very big bag of holding, go until they come back to take it. There are many things to use the actual shell for, like a bunker, a house, a very, very big trophy.
We should have just
Is there a?
we should have not had him take the boat out and just towed it with us.
That would have slowed us down so much.
It's okay, we're not in a
Um,
hurry.
So he disintegrated it, right?
No,
Mm.
I
Yeah,
just
just-
damaged. Like it's probably
No, I'm
partially,
saying like you disintegrated
yes,
part
parts of it are probably disintegrated. Yeah, for sure.
Is there a part of that shell that looks like I could take off and use as a shield, craft into a shield?
Ooh.
There you go.
I like his thought process.
I do as well. Tell you what,
Yeah.
this might be a group skill challenge in order to wrench a piece of the shell from this creature.
Okay.
Now, you may add to it as you wish, but this will require 3 consecutive successes.
Oh.
Sorry, they're
Okay.
not consecutive, just 3 successes. If you fail, the difficulty will get higher as you go
Okay.
further.
Um,
Okay, let me think here.
So, get creative.
What if I turn into a water elemental and try to pull part of it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Be
okay.
a-
try to do
Or-
something with
straight
my
check.
magic.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You guys
what are you thinking, Vaughn?
So we're just wanting to get one piece of it, right?
I
Just
don't.
a shield-sized piece. It could
Yeah,
be.
just. I mean, I'm assuming it's like in little hexagons or whatever that a turtle shell's actually in.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a big enough piece that I could eventually turn into a shield.
Okay. Yeah, I think yeah.
I know.
And a memento poor favor.
So what if I turn into a water elemental and try to pull? I don't know how
Like, can you
I can go inside of it.
can you expand?
Let me see. I know I can.
you expand,
I know I
bro?
can whelm. I know I can whelm, which means I take all. I can be in his space completely, and I can go into a space as small as 1 inch, without squeezing.
Like if you can like maybe get like in like a broken slot of it, while me and Vasha pull and you expand, do like a hard expanding, I guess.
I
Mhm.
have something that might help.
All I got is a crowbar. Can use.
And I have a carpenter's kit.
I mean, I got acid, but I don't know how well that works.
I think that would. It'd either be diluted or if it wasn't diluted, it'd be too strong. Okay. Is it still sinking?
It is slowly sinking, and you see that the sharks are just merely picking out little pieces like along its neck, or like some of the tender pieces along the side of its arm, just wherever they can get their chompers on.
Can I try to determine where like the weakest part would be to where it'd be the easiest to get a piece off?
I know what I'm gonna do whenever he finds that piece.
Sure. I'd say either make investigation to like actually begin to touch it, or perception to just wish to
Okay.
view it at a distance.
So he's helping me.
With
It said
I was
investigation
just assisting him with the
or
investigation.
said investigation or perception.
Mhm.
It's gonna be perception,
Okay.
and then guidance.
Again,
He's on water dice. Advantage. Whew, thank God. Where'd that go? Okay. Perception. That's a 20.
So, you remember in battle that Vasha had indeed casted a spell, disintegration. This, in part, while it didn't affect the AC, you do see that there are a few sections along the shell that are just a little, that seem to be a little bit more brittle. As in,
Okay.
like, there's certain shapes that, amongst the cracked surface of where the spell was primarily located, there appears to be a few pieces you could actually get.
Would they still be functional? Or are they just like disintegrated around like where the edge would be?
It is it is like a localized area.
Okay.
But you can see within that area there is a few promising pieces.
So I'm gonna start heading there.
Okay.
So for my assistance, I am going to cast a chromatic orb spell, but I'm going to try and I'm going to make it a thunder orb, and I'm going to try to place it in a spot where it can the kinetic energy can help break in and force a piece loose.
Make an Arcana check.
With some guidance.
And I'll say that is already a success.
Oh, sweet.
Added towards this because you pointed out a promising section.
That's a D4, right?
Yep.
Don't need it. Nat 20.
Woo!
So, you now are very used to this
Nice.
watery environment. You kind of use that to your advantage as you concentrate the spell where it's located within the various pinpoints on the creature, and you focus it and send out the chromatic orb spell, and you get just the right spot, which you can see what was already cracked becomes even deeper and much more visible crack, and you see it is actually a visible shield-worthy shape.
Oh, nice.
That's another success. So, you two,
We're out.
you're out. What do you do? Going to do?
He's
I'm
on the
shut
ship.
up. Not there.
I'm holding my
You're
head.
by yourself.
Yeah.
I got hold of
Well,
it.
I guess sure, I'll give it a shot.
Wait, are you not with them?
No, yeah, he's with
I'm
us.
there.
There's a crowbar. Get in there. Now
Yeah,
we got the right
yeah.
shape. Just pry it loose.
Yeah. Investigate. Find another worthy shields spot.
You want to find another spot?
Or are you gonna help us pop this one's not out yet.
Oh, it's not out.
Yeah,
So, yes,
we're
I'll
working
assist.
together on the same part.
Okay, so
Good.
what do you want to add to this skill challenge?
I'll pop a crowbar in there.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Okay.
And you're guided.
I feel it.
It's like,
man.
You said athletics?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did.
plus a D4.
You look good, fellas.
13.
13. Okay.
Roll a 2.
Oh.
You guys watch as he's just about to pretty much punch a hole right to one of the spots to try and wedge it in there. You kind of go over to him like, hey, wait. You point him over to a more exposed area where you can more fully get the crowbar in. And you're like, try that. And you're like, gets right in there, and without barely even an effort, you kind of pops and it kind of floats.
Oh, nice.
I was hoping that nat 20 would count for something.
It did.
Good.
And so
I got my dragon turtle shield.
you now have a shield-sized dragon turtle shell piece.
Yeah.
Conjecture that any way you want to.
Okay.
I mean,
Nice.
it's
So I'm gonna say eventual dragon turtle shell shield.
Shell shield.
percent.
Shell shield.
So, the sharks are kind of curiously making their way around you. They're not really attacking you. They're just kind of swimming close, and then at the last second, veering off.
So we're trying to get claws, teeth. So that if we were to get the jaw, we'd have to cut the head off, right?
Maybe a lengthy excursion.
I think we just need to get what we can and try to get out of here. Because the more time we sink, the farther away we're from them.
Yeah, you're right.
And I don't have
It would
any.
be sick to show
Right?
up with a dragon turtle jaw, though.
Are sharks?
We got
similar,
part
or
of the
do you
shell.
talk to
That's
a
true.
group?
I'm assuming dragon turtles have very specific coloring on the shell.
Depends on what you can do. What
Yeah,
you can
probably.
I'm wanting to speak with
I'm
animals.
kind of hoping
Okay.
it looks
So
something
maybe we
like
have
that.
Sharks eat the neck away.
I know the picture in the what?
He's gonna see if the sharks will eat the neck away for you.
With my
Certainly
ring.
try.
Oh, you got talk with.
Yeah.
You can talk with the animals.
Well,
in your
while
room.
he's doing that, can me and him tag team some teeth and claw action?
Absolutely.
Just as many as we can
What
get.
kind of checks are gonna be?
Survival.
Both of us. Hey,
What you got?
Alright,
Just
I'm
survival.
gonna cast it
plus
on,
9.
like,
Ooh,
to
I'm
the
gonna help you.
to the group.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So
only got a 4.
He's giving me advantage.
Okay, we'll go
And-
with,
I'm also guiding myself.
Every time.
Every check is gonna be a guide.
we'll go with you first.
Okay.
You two hold on to your numbers.
Okay.
So, you cast the spell once the
31.
sharks.
Yeah.
Roll it again, son. That's one.
What do you
How many
wish
do we
say?
have to get? How many do
Just
we
two.
roll?
One
Just
for
two.
claws and one for teeth, I think.
Sharks. Hey, would you mind eating the neck away for us?
It's okay.
So it
12,
detaches from the
18,
body.
21.
Make
Not
an
bad.
advantage check.
And
Which one's
him.
which?
I'll say advantage.
The
Claws,
teeth.
the big
Advantage?
one.
Yeah.
Claws, the
Because
big
you're
one.
kind of already eating
Yeah, I feel
at
like
it,
the
but
claws
as
would be
you're trying
super
to
easy,
focus,
yeah,
you're
because
kind
they're right there.
It's kind of a focus point.
Yeah.
What, did you
I
say
don't
a
know that it
guidance?
has a turtle. Does it?
No, no guidance.
No guidance.
I mean, a
Okay.
snapping
just
turtle
for-
does.
Does it?
I mean, it's got the pincers, and I mean, it's a dragon turtle, so dragons have teeth.
Yeah, your call. Either one. Both gonna be worth
We'll
fine.
go, we'll go
25.
teeth
25.
and then claws. Cool. I mean, they're both really
Watch
good.
the
Yeah,
teeth
yeah,
that are
more
nearby.
solid.
Kind of
Sharks.
begin- Sharks.
Was
Begin
it
to
more?
kind of begin to kind of swirl around your general vicinity. You watch as one of them, maybe the leader,
Yeah.
kind of pops up and he says, "Oh, you're wanting us to get the neck, eh?
Bruce.
It's like a
Bruce
good
from Finding
idea.
Nemo.
Boys, why don't we make our way over there?"
Redneck sharks.
Perfect.
Fish are friends, not food.
And you watch as a couple of them like, "Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, that's a good idea." And they all just kinda-
Okay.
Eventually, you watch as the ring of sharks, some of them begin to break off, and begin to kind of concentrate their efforts on the neck area, and over the next 5 minutes, manage to actually get almost halfway into the actual part. But when it comes to like the center where the base of the neck is,
Right.
it begins to get a lot more tough. And
Okay.
you watch it, they're like, I'm full. We're gonna go away now.
Oh.
Thanks for the idea.
You're welcome.
So we still got quite a ways to work.
Halfway
then.
through that.
Yeah, still like you're pretty much halfway into the decapitation process.
I mean, this
Okay.
is a gargantuan animal. Are we even going to be able to, like... I mean, I know it's in the water and everything's lighter in the
Well-
water, but are we realistically going to be able to bring this with us?
What
think so.
what would you classify the size of the head?
Comparatively.
Probably like
Would you consider it a medium sized or a large size?
okay. So we all know what a semi is.
This is my yeah.
So imagine just like the big,
The-
front,
The cab.
the cab. That's like the dragon nose head.
Oh,
Okay, so if I turn into a water elemental, I can whelm it and completely, like I was trying to do with all the gold before he threw it in the bag of holding, just kind of like whelm it and bring it with me, because I can whelm up to a large creature.
You can certainly give it a shot.
Okay.
Can you do like a water saw?
No, but I'm thinking, no, I can't. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man,
try.
Water can cut some crazy stuff.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna try. Okay, so our rolls for the teeth and claws.
Yes. Roll it up.
21 for the claws and 31 for the teeth.
Okay. So over the next hour, you guys watch as we need to systematically take apart each of the claws. Like according to this picture of Green Girl, I'd say you collect 16 claws, and
I'll let you
these
write that
are
down.
big claws. They're probably as long as you guys are tall. So how you want to kind of fish them together, or you want to tie them up? That is.
I've got rope.
I got rope too.
Okay.
I learned my lesson with that.
That's probably the only way you guys are able to carry these large claws.
I've
Because
got
for the
50 foot
teeth-
of rope.
So me and him will split the teeth and claws while you worry about the
The head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as for the teeth, let's say you get 12 teeth. And these you can
31?
actually fit into a bag of holding, or
Will they fit in the bag of holding?
We'll hit.
probably not yours. Actually, think about it. But they are small to actually fit into like a satchel.
I've got a backpack too, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've got a
I
backpack
would say
too.
it would take up all the space of a single backpack.
All of
Okay.
the space.
One of them are.
Which
12.
all of your equipment is in your backpack.
Yeah.
Or you can divide
Well-
it up into like groups of.
I mean, I got
12 teeth. There's 3 of us. We can each
4.
take 4 teeth.
That's
I mean, we can hold 4 teeth.
And I'd say you'd be able to.
Oh, well,
I would say you'd be able to fit the 4 teeth into
Just-
your backpack without taking.
Okay.
Can't we just leave him in his mouth if we're gonna take the head?
Too late.
Yeah, they're out.
They're gone.
Okay, so to try to finish off this head,
And it really doesn't even need the teeth. It's just like there for intimidation purposes.
Oh, yeah.
for this head, I'm gonna cast Blight at 4th level
Okay.
to try to maybe deteriorate the neck a little bit.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
Oh, crap.
So, okay. I'm gonna guide myself.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. So you managed to get probably one side, a good portion of the flesh, kind of peeled away. And as you do that, you watch the sharks quickly manage to pick up any of the scraps that begin to kind of peel away from it. I would say after that, you'd still have like a third left.
With my casting it once,
Yes.
then I cast it again.
Make another check.
But
That's 1 natural 1.
So you watch as the sharks are kind of like flowing through and getting in the way. You cast a spell, and all of a sudden, there's now a shark, a dead shark, and you watch as one of them screams out, "Jerry!"
It might be time to go.
Well,
you might be letting me go.
Are they looking
Attack?
aggressive? Like they're about to attack us?
No, not really.
Okay.
okay.
They didn't really.
How sharp are the claws?
But you did kill Jerry.
Can I?
Kill Jerry.
Can I use? I don't really know what else to do since magic's my thing. So can I use my dagger to try to at least cut off some of like the more difficult like tendons that are holding it on?
Okay, I'd say make a. Make a strength check.
With guidance.
Here we go, guys. This is gonna be disgusting. Oh wow, that counteracts that. 17.
17.
Not bad.
Hey.
Thanks,
So
sir.
kind of picking.
Underwater's your thing,
With
dude.
your dagger, you were able to.
I am partially amphibious.
Cut away a few of the more hardier parts. Though by the end of it, is this just a regular dagger?
It was the special one we found.
Oh, okay. So.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where a regular dagger would.
The elven dagger. Yeah.
Where a regular dagger would be completely dulled. It's still doing all right. In fact, it managed to help you in this endeavor. Honestly, you guys are getting close. The part of the last piece is
Needs
the
a
actual.
crowbar.
No.
Is the actual bone still connecting
Well,
the main head to the body?
oh, you want me to
Dude,
punch that?
you should key punch it.
I'll keep punching the bone of the neck and break it off
Wow. Okay. I mean,
with all my might.
by all means,
Do that.
make that strength check.
Stun the
Hey.
bones.
With guidance.
Okay.
Your guided it.
Get the guidance gun.
The guidance gun.
And this is when I find out I don't have it prepared. No, I do.
You no longer have a dragon turtle head.
Oh, man. No, I really do have it prepared.
Disintegrate.
What? What am I rolling for?
Strength check.
Oh, strength. Okay.
With a D4.
With a D4.
D4.
Come on, baby. You're in the upper 20s.
So I got 18.
Nice.
18.
Not bad.
So, you situate yourself in a way that you can actually get some leverage on this strike. You center yourself, gathering the chi into your very fist, and then crack. Seems to be still together after that first initial strike, but
The flurry of blows!
it appears to maybe require maybe one, maybe two more blows at the most.
Okay,
I'm
well,
doing it.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go ahead and turn into a water elemental,
Mm-hmm.
and then like try to whelm his head and try to just like pop it off.
Okay.
Pull it as he's hitting.
Yeah, pull it as he's like hitting it.
Go for another strike.
Go for the strike.
You got some turtle?
Oh god, you're dead.
Is it at guidance or nay?
Yeah.
Consider-
I
oh,
guided you
okay.
right before I turned. No, I'm just kidding. I
Since
didn't.
we're all being cool, might as well put my
18.
mini up there too.
Okay. Finally, you see where you previously struck the creature, and you kind of. I don't know what I was trying to go for, but you strike it. But you strike it, and it breaks.
You strike it real good.
Yes!
You watch as the water kind of reverberates around you as the bone finally cracks and breaks, and immediately the head begins to kind of tumble out of the way, and you kind of sweep in, and it's a very grotesque and very
Nice.
strange feature. But you now have a dragon turtle
Inside of me.
within you. Yes.
Alright, let's
Well,
haul.
I look at Vaughn and I say, let's roll. Because he's the only one that can understand. Or not Vaughn. Vashra. He's the only one that can understand me. And then I take off back to the I take off back to the ship.
I follow the head.
Yep.
If you can make it look like the dragon turtle's back.
You got the whole crew.
No, because they're gonna fire at us.
No!
Not again.
Oh boy. That'd be
So-
funny.
Maybe you should go first to warn them that we're bringing a giant dragon turtle.
Look,
head.
it's back! Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, I just noticed that.
Round
It's like a beveled edge.
Yeah.
So you guys, admiring the table, you guys begin to make your way back towards the ship. While that was happening, Belshazzar, you watch as the ship. At first, they were their main focus was to get the ship back in order, patching up any of the various spots along the hull that had either gotten damaged. The surviving carpenters got to work in doing that. After that was done, you watch as they begin to gather their dead, wrapping them up in these cloths, and begin to take them down below deck. That all, probably towards the end of that process, you watch as Vashra begin to climb back aboard the ship.
It's back! No, I'm just kidding.
So how did your efforts go?
I'm still
motioned
in the
down,
water.
And you see a roiling head making its way to the surface.
I'm just waiting in the water until somebody throws me a rope or something that we can tie this thing off to, because obviously it's not going on the ship.
Okay.
Or would it fit on the ship?
No.
It would?
A semi on ship? Sure.
Especially just the cab.
Yeah.
Can I try to get on the ship with the head?
Cab.
Can you get on the ship with the head?
Can I get on the ship with the head?
What can you do?
Reel it
Yeah, I guess.
in. Do they
Somebody
have
could throw
ropes
me a
for like
rope.
lowering
What's your
rowboats?
movement like?
What is my movement?
Like, can you?
Vertical?
I have 90-foot swim speed
Mm-hmm.
and 30-foot regular. So could I like just haul and try to jump on the ship?
Okay.
Or could I direct? Do they have lowering things for rowboats, like lifeboats?
They do. There are a few boats. They're actually located around the center of the ship where the broken center mast is. And you see there are a few of them tied up right there.
Could we just
have to-
untie it and
yeah.
just lift it up and just like maybe hold it by the ship?
There we go, yeah.
I think so. I would say make a. Because this is going to require a couple of people. Make a persuasion check in order to gather the crew in this effort.
Guide it. Oh, I can't guide you.
That's right. You're a big piece of water.
Mm-hmm.
Big old bucket of water.
Persuasion, 15.
Okay, so as you begin to point out that you do indeed have a head of a dragon turtle, the crew very excitedly goes forth in this task, and you see a bunch of them kind of begin to bring over these pulleys that are placed over the side of the ship, and you see a few of them actually jump in and begin to help tying ropes to the various exposed and hookable areas for the Dragon Turtle head. You watch as the captain kind of comes over and says, "Adolf, let's do this. We do need a new rampart for the head. Let's put it there." And watches the crew begins to.
I'm gonna pay for it.
Are we well, I'm thinking if they keep that, then we can keep everything we found from the Kraken.
I was going to anyway.
You watch as they begin
They
to.
don't know we have it.
Yeah,
They didn't help.
They didn't
You
bow.
watch as they begin to bring the actual head over back towards the ramp where you can see where the
I'm not
where
on
the
the
head of
ship
ship
anyway.
used to be. There used to be something there. I think it was a statue, if I remember correctly. But it's long.
Statue of
since,
the woman or something.
yes, but it's long since broken. And you watch they begin to work in mounting this dead dragon turtle head. Probably going to stink, but well worth the effort.
It's okay. We got
I-
teeth and claws.
Yeah, I try to help as much as I can. And my shield. I'm so excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna do.
So, that all being said, you guys now have various ingredients and parts. You wish to bring this into the night or talk amongst yourself? The ship is yours.
Tonight, before bed, I'll get the head back from Belteshazzar, and I want to ritually cast Identify on that mantle.
Okay. So, to the mantle. Once it's dried, you do see that it is it must belong to like a, what's the name of those? Those like those bird-shaped fish. Manta rays. Are they called manta rays?
Oh, stingray?
Like a stingray?
Stingrays. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stingrays. It has that kind of texture
Oh.
between the webs, and when you cast the spell on it, you can see it is a simple mantle, but with a base enchantment to add to any sort of spell.
Mm.
It is a simple +1 to any spell.
Damage and attack, or just the attack?
Yeah, both.
What kind of leather was it? Was it leather?
Made of manta ray, right? So it's like a custom thing?
Yes, it is.
Nothing I can look up.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
+1, eh? Does it add to the DC too?
Can't remember. Let me see. We would pretty much act as a +1, like wand, or what have you, but it's wearable.
Okay. Let me look up what a +1 wand does.
That was the general idea for this piece. Anything else?
I'm just resting.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm done.
Fair enough.
I'm done.
And then after that, I'm going to read. For the rest of the travel home, unless they want to talk about something, I want to learn Dwarvish.
Okay. No.
I'm making my 4 potions.
Okay.
Do I just add those to my...
Okay.
Or...
Working about the ship where I can, I guess.
Oh yeah, and every morning, first thing in the morning, I go up to the captain since there's no navigator, and I do my druidcraft thing to predict the weather for the day.
Okay. So it is going to be a rather lengthy trip, as the main cell was destroyed during the various attacks. So rather than the 6-day, excuse me, sail to the ship or to the island, it will be, unless you guys would like to somehow creatively add to the speed of the ship.
How long did you
I
say?
was wondering that.
Yeah,
Can we add to the speed of the ship? Is there any way we can help that?
How long out are we, did you say?
It would take an additional 2 days to the 6, so 8 in total.
So how long does this, if I use the bowl of commanding water elementals, how long does it last? Does that make sense?
What does the item say?
Says this while the bowl is filled with water, you can use an action to speak the bowl's command word and summon a water elemental, as if you had cast the conjure elemental spell. The bowl can't be used this way again until next dawn, and then just
How long does the conjure elemental last?
1 hour. Okay. Never
There
mind.
you go.
You could just turn into a water elemental.
10
Use
hours.
a couple, yeah, for 10
Oh.
hours and just like help push the ship.
Yeah. If I did that, then I can't make my
Is there any
potions.
crew that has any special
Oh, yeah.
abilities to?
I mean, other than Captain Batos,
That's it.
Are we rowing or just riding the wind?
is the two forecastle and quarterdeck sails that are in use right now. So it is still propelled by wind.
Is it one of the cells torn or?
Yeah, it's the main deck. Or the
Can
main
we help
Is
repair
there-
that?
Yeah, can we repair that?
No.
Oh.
Unrepairable.
Okay.
Too bad you couldn't talk to that stinking dragon girl that could have pushed his all the way to shore.
I don't think it would have. That'd been cool, but
Well, today I can't do anything until we take a long rest.
Okay. Well, you begin.
Yeah, sorry. I'll start the next morning.
Okay. Well, if you, with any kind of aid to the actual travel, I would say it would cut off 1 day, making it a total of 7.
I think we're just gonna have to stick with it. I don't have anything that I can use to help.
yeah, I don't know what to do.
What?
I don't have anything.
I don't know, last 10 minutes.
So you begin to
Sailing is our last hope.
eventually make your way. Is there any watching taking place? Do you guys just want to just go to Mystic?
I'm trusting them. I'm just ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah,
let's
we've
just
been
get to
with them
Mystic.
already 2 weeks.
I'll be up
Okay.
top with the land spotter.
So we're taking.
Yes.
Okay.
With my spyglass.
So you're going to take a watch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll take a sky watch.
Okay. All right. You wish to do it at the start of the night?
No. Midnight.
Or was it evil day?
Yeah.
3 o'clock, the witching hour.
Yeah.
So, Vaughn,
No.
during one of the nights, we'll say probably midway to the journey, keeping watch out with your spyglass, you do see a strange fog beginning to roll in into the distant dock. And you see along the path you are about to enter into it. You watch as the crew, or no one seems to be they don't seem to be scared.
Okay.
They just need to pass through it. Other than that, you sail on.
Okay.
Getting closer, you can hear a song.
Song.
It is an eerie and melodic, like, just voice. Just gently singing, no words.
Like a humming.
Just like a gentle.
Okay.
And you watch as some of the crew do begin to notice, and you watch as Captain Batos comes out from his main room to look out, and he just kind of gives a nod. He just kind of stays out there.
Okay. I just keep an eye out. Out in front.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm never.
Ooh,
Want me to whiz
saving
or
throw.
something?
They want the wisdom.
Ooh.
Six. So you listen to the song. It is once again eerie and melodic. It kind of brings you into almost like into a serene like state.
But it does.
You eventually feel yourself kind of droop down, the spyglass falling to your side, and you kind of feel yourself falling backwards, slumping into the cushions.
I've fallen asleep.
You open your eyes.
Have I been hypnoed? Whammied? Oh wait.
What's that mean to me?
Am I in dreamland?
You float atop the pond.
Uh-oh.
Peacefully, serenely. You can hear dragonflies coasting on the tops of the water as they hop from lily pad to lily pad. See the sun shining through trees. Beautiful trees. You can hear cicadas in the distance buzzing, birds chirping. Below you, as you float atop this water, beneath the very surface, you see a swirling, serpentine creature with brass scales.
Brass.
It twinkles as the rays of sunlight come over. As you stare down into the swirling mass of this creature, a heart suddenly comes to your eyes. It's powerful, but it's not your own.
Not me.
For a split second, the serene-like area changes, almost like this opaque vision. As suddenly before you is now an inky, blackened pool, and as the heartbeat kind of fades out, so does the visage, and you're suddenly back within the peaceful, serene-like state. It returns. The vision returns, and you watch as these blackened, inky-like limbs kind of reaching up, trying to grab hold of you, coming to grab at the various, at your knees and your arms. It fades away. Once again, suddenly you're diving headfirst into the pool as these limbs kind of reach out and take you under.
I'm getting Frodo over here.
There's a world of empty darkness and nothingness all around you. You feel yourself being drawn towards something. In the blink of an eye, a ruby floats before you.
Oh, a ruby.
A silhouette of a feminine-like figure trapped within. A voice calls out to you. Save me.
Save me first.
Bathsheba. As you sleep, you are gifted with the vision of a mound of countless corpses. And sitting atop is a devil looking out across the ruins of a familiar but burning city. Large, humanoid, horns curling around above its head, and a crown of fire sits between you. The fire smolders. The devil turns towards you, and you see in his hand is the corpse of your adopted father, Bishop Turpin.
Uh-oh.
The devil smirks at you and carelessly tosses the body amongst the rest.
That's right, about the story ship.
You watch as it kind of carelessly turns away as the other wings flare out and it begins to take off into the night sky. It's in.
Did I just screw
Wait.
everybody over?
Do we get to make a saving check?
Nope,
Saving?
you're
Oh.
asleep. You see Isaiah working hard in a large tent. It is filled with men and women, all injured with various wounds. Some of them are soldiers, some of them just regular folk. But all the same, he tends to them as best as he can. His skills with the various ingredients as an apothecarian come in use. You blink, and all of a sudden you're standing in a field of ash. With the last thoughts of the dwarven flowing through your mind, it is a void of sensations. There's no sound. There's no sense of pressure. You feel weightless, but at the same time, there is solid footing beneath you. You open your eyes, and the ground beneath you is a fine white powder. You look forward, and far, far away is a sphere. And this sphere is primarily covered in this opaque, almost like glowing layer. But beneath it you see blues and greens and browns and tan. There's even a certain texture to these colors. And just beyond the sphere is a light that outshines all the rest as they twinkle just within your vision. Here is your hand to block out the intense rays of this light. It is then that you see it. Revealed now are these curving and streaming lines that pierce through and around this sphere, brilliant colors of all the different spectrums. These lines move gradually through and across the sphere. It is wondrous. And just as you feel like you're coming to some sort of conclusion as to what this all means, you feel this looming presence behind you as a shadow overtakes. The next morning dawns. You wake up and to see your spyglass just barely on the edge. You can reach out and grab it before it kind of falls.
Okay.
So, what do you guys wish to do?
First off, do I know who that was?
Who?
In the ruby? Nope. Oh, dang. Oh, well, I checked
So
the
I meet up with the rest of the guys.
I'm gonna look over the ship, see if anything happened to the ship while I pass out.
You see the crew. They're all working, sailing. They all seem to be okay, if not, but tired and weary.
Okay.
I wake up in a cold sweat,
Yes, you do.
and then it takes me several minutes to get moving. But while I'm sitting there, I'm kind of, because I don't pray per se, I kind of meditate, think towards Maliki, and see if there's any way.
Make a wisdom check.
I'm also going to guide myself. It's 19.
Perhaps in the because like you said, you never truly like sat down and prayed, mostly just quiet meditation, your own thoughts towards this deity. You can't seem to reach out, but you do feel as if you are far away from this deity. Maybe because of a certain domain that you now sail on.
Okay.
But did you know? Maybe coming close to the land, maybe you might feel the presence of this being.
Okay. I don't go anywhere. I just start working on the potions again.
Do I have any idea, like, from what I dreamt of, like, did I recognize anything? Did anything jump out to me, or something that I would have known, had a thought about?
Make
No.
a history check.
Anything seemed familiar. 17.
17. The various lines that you saw across the sphere, it kind of brings your mind back to artistic interpretations of the weave.
Okay.
The weave is, as you know, theoretical lines of magic that flow in and across the country, the planet as a whole. But you don't know what else could it be speaking to you through that vision, through that dream.
But did it seem to me like maybe the weave was being threatened?
Yes.
It's the second time I've had that vision. we were standing in front of the devil, or the whatever that was in the pit,
I messed around one time.
and I seen the same vision of my father being killed.
I hate all of it before I realized what I did.
Those were your adopted parents.
love cinnamon
in the pit.
So do I.
I'm sorry, no, those were your real parents in the pit. What you saw though was Bishop Turkman, which, as far as you know, is still alive and well.
As far as I know.
Makes me
did
nervous,
I
though.
recognize the terrain?
It reminds you a lot of home.
Okay. Have I heard of this before? Back at the monastery, of a swamp and people being stuck there. Or?
Around where you live, there are actually many ponds and little creeks and various bodies of water that surround your home. Many of the monks and as such find a way to them to meditate. In fact, your master often made his way towards those waters for solitary meditation.
Okay.
So my question is my
So,
so I'm pretty disturbed at this because I feel like now maybe of where I've come from I'm cursing whoever I come in contact with.
contemplate that within yourself as the days begin to sail on by.
You said we have 7 days on the ship, right? The first 4 I'm gonna do the potions, and the last 3 I'm gonna tinker around with that shell as much as I can. I can't tinker, but like clean it up and try
I
to
can help. Can I just assist him?
Okay.
and like preserve it in
'Cause
a way.
I'm proficient in alchemist supplies and tinker's tools, so I can help you with both.
And I'm proficient with carpenter's tools and herbalism kits, so
Wonderful. So I would
We can make
say
some potions, bro.
that's what I'm doing.
you are able to make, you are able to clean out your herbalism kit and making 4 regular potions of healing.
Okay.
For the shield, I'd like for you to give me, and you are assisting this. Actually, you are the one that's proficient, but are you wanting to help? Are you wanting to help?
I
him,
went
or
to-
do you want help you?
I went to ask him to see if he'd help me,
Okay, alright.
or so that way I can assist him
Okay.
in helping me make this thing.
So you make a tinker's check.
So what do you want me to make it with? Obviously my proficiency bonus, but what do you want me to add? Is it dexterity, intelligence? Like,
I'll say intelligence.
I see.
And-
I like that.
And you're also guided.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Sweetheart.
Yep.
I got it.
Okay.
Let's see here. What was it again?
Intelligence.
Oh, yeah. That'll be an artificial 20.
Artificial 20. So I'd say you guys begin the process of one restoring, or rather altering this scale to be in a more defined shape. You have not yet managed to attach any sort of strapping to allow you to hold the shield, but you have definitely defined the shape within the time you had.
So I pretty much, to finish the shield, all I need is to get some like leather straps or some sort of straps to actually hold on to it and
Might
maybe
need to, like,
fortify it a little bit.
Like slightly commission it for like a professional smith or something.
but the only thing is it
most of the
can't
work
have
will be done.
can't have any metal on it. We don't use metal.
You could do a leather worker.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll figure that out when we get back.
Yeah.
You guys are, unless there's anything you guys wanted to do, you're just sailing on.
Yep.
Let's get it done so we can make a call.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to make your way, and certainly know. You watch as, in the distance, vision of the land coming into play, coming into view.
That makes me very excited.
And yes, you
Yeah,
are
me
to
too.
hear the seagulls calling up above you. And as the ocean master comes into port, you watch as the two patrolling warships kind of coast in and begin to actually escort your ship
Ooh, nice.
in. Waiting on the docks.
Dragon turtle head on the front.
We've been through some stuff.
Waiting on the docks, you see is actually a welcome party.
How they know?
How did that happen?
I mean, she could have
That's
messaged
true,
the
she
captain.
She just happened to know about.
The captain has a sending stone directly towards
Oh,
the Baroness.
I knew that.
that would work.
Yes, you did.
I did not because I didn't ask.
You see as you guys are coming into port, you see the southern harbor is in like full festive mode. You can see just on the docks, people seem to be dressed nicely. You can already hear music at the various corners. And finally coming into dock, you watch as the Baroness herself, along with Tatum, being escorted by her personal guard, walk up the deck, and you watch the crew bring out the
I'm holding the barrel.
what?
I'm holding the barrel.
Okay, you're holding the barrel. Bring out the ramp and begin to bring it down. And you guys begin to make your way to meet the Baroness at the docks. And we'll go ahead and take a short break.
So we can make a phone call.
As it appears, things are going well
Oh, nice. Okay.
in the general direction. So,
Okay.
so as you're carrying the barrel. Yeah.
Can we?
Figure out how far I got in Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Of course. What did you say? You said 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say we've got probably another quarter away into it. So whereas last time you got halfway, I'd say you're almost one final quarter to get through. And by now, I'd say you're able to get by on a conversation in Dwarven with the various.
You got that Spanglish thing going on.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you're not completely fluent, but keep that in mind. So, that business taken care of.
Yes, I have the barrel.
You have the barrel. You watch as the Baroness kind of walks up. Well, now, isn't it just a sight for sore eyes? Look at you all, victorious, and the dragon turtle no less at the head of the ship. Gonna be impressed. Come, we're on the stage, and the people would like to see you. She turns around and begins to follow, or begin to lead you back out towards the main port. You watch as Finton, or not Finton, Captain Bontos, kind of walks next to you, Basha, as you guys are following in behind. The people that are there are kind of craning over their heads to look at the Ocean Master and to see you guys walk across the deck or at the docks. You guys kind of watch the personal guard pushes through the people that are gathered there, and you guys make your way into the port and see a freshly built stage set not too far away from the entrance into the southern port.
Oh.
You guys walk across the harbor. People kind of shouting, "Yeah, you guys did it!
Woo!
Welcome back!"
Yeah.
Valda's kind of waving, and the rest of the crew, or the majority of the crew, has stayed behind, with just a few of the crewmates along with him and with you. And finally, the Baroness takes up to the stage. Do you all join her?
Sure.
You all
Sure.
For welcome.
Let's do it.
You watch as Captain Vatos kind of.
I very begrudgingly do it.
I
don't like
watches
attention.
Both Captain Vatos and the Baroness share like a hushed conversation, and to which where at the end of it he kind of points towards you. She kind of like ushes you forward.
I approach.
I walk behind him.
She says, "Stay right there."
Oh no.
She then turns towards the gathering crowd.
Oh, jeez.
And with
I'm
a
back way
booming,
up.
with a
Instant
booming,
regret.
arcanely amplified voice. "My people of Mystic, raise your cups to the ones that brought us the head of the one that tried to smite us." Gestures towards you.
I put my hand in and grab like the head and just let the barrel drop and just hold it out.
Ah! The crowd goes wild.
Nice.
They raise up their fists and their tankards. The Baroness speaks once again. She says, "We are a strong people." Yeah.
So southern.
It's like
The
Southern
Baroness.
Asian.
We are cunning. Woo!
They didn't do it.
This head
We're
probably
going
looks
to celebrate.
disgusting after 7 days.
And she says, "We're going to celebrate the victory till dawn. We'll see you all at the shipwreck tonight." And you watch the people now kind of clink their tankers together,
The shipwreck.
kind of shouting
Where you had your fight?
and celebrating, and directly in front of you all. And she then kind of turns back to you. We have much to discuss. But look, you all look very tired. So why don't we do this? Have some fun. Currently, Mystic is in festivities. There are various vendors and such. And even the trade hall is open in its magical items. So, tonight we'll talk. We'll finish our business. And me and you, she kind of turns to the captain. Let's talk. And them two, along with Tatum and her personal guard, walk off the stage as the people all around are kind of still in the middle of celebrating and during this festive and victorious time.
Okay. Whenever we're like walking away, I kind of get real close to Vashra. I have a way for us to get back if you want to go drop the gold and count it. We don't need to talk about it right now, but I just wanted to let you
Drop
know.
it where?
You said you wanted to teleport back to wherever, drop it, and come back. I have a way to get us back.
By the way, I just want to ensure with someone somewhere that the claws and the teeth are ours,
Mhm.
but we're holding them somewhere because obviously we can't just drag this massive crap through the streets. Can we like keep it aboard the ship for now and they're not going to steal it from us?
I'd say Captain Valtos, with discussions with him, you can certainly arrange that. Meaning that if you guys allow him to keep the head of the ship, he is happy to let you guys have the teeth and the claws.
Yep, absolutely. Deal.
With the teeth
You
across
watch
the
this
top
just
of the
before
ship.
the Baroness and Captain Valtos.
Jesus,
You watch
wait.
this, she kind of
Yep.
stops, turns back towards you, saunters over. Hey, can I have the head?
Who said that?
The Baroness.
You're more than welcome to it, Baroness, but you'll have to speak to the captain. We gave it to him.
It's fish, man.
The head of the fishman that you were holding up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the dragon turtle head.
No,
I was just like, you do what you want, bro. I just
Essentially,
hold the
there's-
barrel out to her.
You just missed your shot.
Hold
I'm
it up.
sorry.
This will make a nice trophy in my office. Tucks it under her arm and continues walking
It's
on.
probably disgusting.
It is.
Yeah.
After
It's pretty
7
gross.
days. Oh, God.
She does
Yeah.
not seem to be all that affected by it.
Wasn't there a reward for this?
Hmm?
Wasn't there a reward for this?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So, the city is yours. It seems to be in full, like I said, festive mode. There's musicians playing here and there. People are carrying like these vendors with barrels of ale.
What time of day is it?
It's probably just getting to midday.
I'm
I'm
out.
full
I'm out of the
s-
city.
I'm full sending to the trade hall.
To the trade hall.
I've got a massive black hole burning in this bag right now.
I am out of the city, getting lost in the woods.
Okay, you leave.
I'm going to the temple
Okay.
because I need to pray.
Yeah, I like to go to the trade hall.
Okay. So you to the trade hall. You
Shopping
two,
trip.
Let's go.
I say for now are.
It's not important.
Okay.
I'm
I
just.
say you two for now are. We'll get to you later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Indisposed.
Okay. So, coming into the market square where the trade hall is located, you see is a bustle of activity whereas usually the trade hall is closed off to the regular people of the
Yeah.
city. You see the doors are open completely to the public, and there are people filing in and out. People seem to be happy and smiling and joyful.
I gave you the gem of brightness, didn't I?
Mhm.
You make your way inside where you kind of bump into this man with like this Fu Manchu of a mustache, and he looks pretty grumpy as he kind of pushes past you. Get out of my way. Stalks off.
He was leaving the trade hall?
Yes.
I ignore him.
Fair enough.
I think about it for a second.
Oh yeah!
So he seems like familiar to you.
Oh.
This is the one that tried to sell you the Dwarven book at a mock
Oh.
price.
Maybe don't ignore him.
Disintegrate? Nah, that's overkill.
Magic missile.
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't even need to roll. The 40 alone would probably kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, he stalks off, bumping into other people along the way. You enter into the trade hall, and you see whereas the doors are now closed, are open. You enter in, and you see there are many not vendors, but like display cases out. You can see people are kind of leaning over, confused and looking in to see what's within. And well, you see one area with weapons, another with armor, another with potions, another with just various bits and bobs, magical items, and one
I should've
with
given you the
one of
ones I
these
made
pieces
so
of
we could sell
parchment laid out.
What ones? Oh, the potions I made.
No, just use them.
Do I see anyone with like bags?
That's one thing we definitely need to have is
Yeah.
excess potions, because you're the only one that can heal right now.
What kind of bags?
God knows we need more of them.
I
That would
know.
probably
Yes,
be
true.
within the bits and bobs area.
I would like to. Man, I don't even know what to look for. I want to look for wizard stuff.
Well, I didn't mention
Robes,
it,
rods, wands, all kinds of
Uh,
stuff.
As far as robes and wands, there doesn't seem to be much in way of that, but there is a section where there's like a bunch of these pieces of parchment kind of rolled up. I laid onto this table. Spells. There appears to be spells or scrolls or whatever have you. So, what are you hitting at first?
I'm down with some new spells.
So you follow Vashra?
Yeah.
Or we can split up.
Yeah, we can split up.
You guys wanna-
We're all in the same area. I'm gonna go to the thingamabobs.
Okay. So we'll do the bits and bobs first.
Okay.
The Jews are gonna be a little quicker.
So you watch as the
Maybe.
just appears to be like this regular employee here at the trading hall.
Do I recognize him?
No, but you did recognize the one kind of standing out in the front, ushering people in. That's the one you got
Well. Who's finally open, huh? You jerk.
We'll get that later.
Okay.
You see there are there are kind of a few of these. You see like there's like a small case, probably the size of glasses. On one part of the shelf, you can see one where there's like this, like where if you know how neck in the display cases and jewelries they have like the necks or the torsos, appears to be some sort of like brooch attached to there. Other than that, that appears to be everything that catches your eye. The rest are just like these nice little bits and bobs.
Oh, okay. No bags of holding.
Oh yes, there is a bag of holding as well.
nice.
Yes, sorry, I skimmed over that. But it's
Oh, okay. Sir,
yes.
how much is that bag of holding?
Oh, you mean this one right here?
Sure.
Well, this will sell you for maybe 325 gold pieces.
Don't we just say the city?
Huh? I'm a hero.
Well done.
You see, is it an open concept or is it like closed?
It's an open concept where this was supposed to be an auction house.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's like a main floor for the chairs and there's a stage for the actual auction pieces. But for now it is all open and empty for various display cases and such. And it is disconnected from the main warehouse.
Oh, okay. Is the ship visible?
No.
Oh,
You
okay,
guys are
never
more
mind.
inward into the city.
Okay. Hey, look at the dragon turtle we killed. Oh, how about a deal for one of the city's heroes?
He says, who are you?
I'm Vaughn the Mighty.
Vaughn the Mighty.
Mighty.
We were sent out to sea by the Baron.
Any hero Vaughn in the fighting pit.
One the same. Knocked Tatum right out.
Great. Well, this is a very nice bag. Certainly to help you in your journeys.
Oh yeah.
Persuasion check.
Okay. Oh yeah. Beautiful bag. Fancy the bag.
He's gonna end up fighting this guy.
Getting kicked out.
Oh, I hate persuasion. Gosh dang it.
I knew I should have just stayed with him.
You should have. Me and him are gonna throw down. 2.
Awesome.
Kind of holds the bag. You know, it's not really good to lie about certain
Why?
things. Kind of brings you in close. It's okay. I won't say nothing this time. Just make sure you don't do it again.
Lie about what?
Certainly, you can't be Vaughn.
Oh!
Oh no.
Here he goes.
Do I
Don't
at
do
least
it.
hear this conversation?
Is Basho
No,
around?
It is a very busy area. There's voices going in and around. If you glance over his shoulder, you can see Vaughn seems to be having a discussion with.
Can I see the heatedness on him?
Well,
Make an insight check.
I have the robe of eyes. I can see everywhere.
That's true.
Ooh.
I say make an insight check.
An insight check?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You gotta be over there with me.
24.
24. You can see like
On the
at
ship
the,
for
neck, the back of
days.
the neck area. You see various veins kind of popping. It's gonna.
I've seen his jerky discussion, so I'm like, oh god.
You can see his arms are beginning to fell about wildly.
I'm gonna
Does
head that
Basho
way
really care?
quickly. Yeah, because I know his capacity for negotiation. We just got all this stuff. We don't want to get kicked out. And I'm looking at all these magical items. I'm like, I need to get some. I don't want to get kicked out in doing so. So
okay,
So-
so I asked to keep the guy's name.
His name?
Yeah.
Freaking.
when I do get there, I'm just gonna say like, everything okay, Vaughn?
Oh,
Oh,
he
yeah.
dropped the name.
Hold on, he has the name, so I'm gonna get him a gosh darn name.
Yeah.
His name is Papa John.
That's stupid. No.
That's stupid.
Wow. DM so mean.
No pizza for you.
The last time I bring food for you.
Are you gonna answer the man? He asked you if you're okay.
Have you got there?
I was letting him get the name first. I was just saying what I was gonna say.
Robert?
Robert.
Robert.
Papa
Porter.
John is so bad.
Robert. After I buy the bag,
Yeah,
me and you,
yeah.
fighting ring tonight.
Not happening.
Are you over there?
Let's go.
Just I'm waiting to approach.
Do you want the bag or not?
I want the
He kind
bag.
of turns to you. Do you want the bag?
Is that a washer there with me?
Yeah.
And as I walk up, I ask it, "Is everything okay, Vaughn?"
Drop
This-
his name.
This guy, Vashra, he challenged me.
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to sell the various items here.
You
on
said it was
this
how
table.
much again?
325 gold pieces.
Vashra, I need some of my gold.
Well, would we be able to make a slight trade as well as gold? I have some items I wish to offload.
Depends on what you have.
I will pull out the +1 wand, 2 of the elven daggers, and the shield of attraction.
Okay. Kind of looks at all the items. I do see a couple that would probably interest the master. Tell you what, you leave the 2 daggers, and I'll give you the bag.
I hand the daggers to Vaughn.
And the dagger to Robert. Was it just me mugging?
Thanks, Bob.
Give me the bag, Robert.
Now, Robert, was it? Do you have anything in the same scope of this bag here, but slightly smaller, more portable? Something as almost like a bottomless coin purse or something like that. I'm pretty much just looking for a smaller bag of holding.
1 second. Kind of goes around and talks to a few people there. Eventually comes back to you guys and says, unfortunately, we kind of sold out of those particular things. Sorry.
Okay. In my short time over near the scrolls and stuff, did I see any spells of interest, or did that happen like right away?
I'd say you were just about to spy a few scribable spells before you kind of called into action.
Do we? Shoot, we didn't. We actually still have to like technically count out the gold
You
that we
do.
got, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get cute.
Yeah. Okay. So bits and bobs. Anything else around here interesting to me?
Other than this,
Is it like an ask, like ask for what you want and see if it's there, or do you have like a specific list of things that are
I have a
available?
specific list that
Okay.
are available to you guys right now. There's a few.
I just want to carouse all parties and just see what.
Well, you see the actual like little display case that looks like a pair of pair of glasses or glass case.
Spectacles.
Spectacle holders. Thank you.
Mhm.
There kind of looks a little interesting. You see that once again that brooch could be useful. Over by, I would say while you was over at the wizardry section, there was an interesting looking wand there.
Like a wandy
Oh,
wand?
man.
Like a wandy kind of wand?
Of wandliness.
Wandliness.
So I will inquire just real quick about the brooch, the spectacles, and the wand. Let's just to make it easy.
Okay, so he brings you, he kind of showcases the and the little display case, or the case. You see like these two like little concave crystalline pieces. He says, I guess you kind of fit these over the eyes, and they're supposed to help you inspect things at close range. Other than that, not much usefulness. In my regard, maybe a jeweler's, but not for me.
So I don't see any use for that. They're pretty much just monocles.
They're pretty much like little contacts that you pretty much pop into your eyes.
What would they do for me? Just like add to investigation checks?
So you kind of already have the robe.
Okay.
It would be in the same line as that.
Gotcha.
You see the brooch. It's almost like it looks to be like a shield almost.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of holds it up. This one apparently gives you the ability to resist certain kinds of damage. I believe this is one casted by the missile spell.
Magic missile?
Yes, thank you.
It does what now?
It gives you resistance to a certain kind of force-lack damage, as well as immune to the.
Gives you resistance to force damage.
Yes.
Which I already have.
And immunity to magic. And immunity to magic missile.
Okay.
Other than that's what I have, unless you're interested in this various bobs. Kind of holds up like this, these three like little pieces of bobs. What do you say?
No, thank you. But
Hot item.
could you? There's just people everywhere walking around like.
And one kid in the corner with like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
What is this?
What about the wand?
You kind of make your way back
Wand.
over to there.
Wand.
You can see this wand appears to have like this geometric shape placed at the end. As you kind of speak to the man in charge there, as apparently this is good at detecting enemies. Has a certain amount of charges that you can use. You seem like a little travel gentleman. Perhaps you'd like it.
So what does that mean to me?
It means you would be able to detect enemies.
Detect enemies?
Mhm.
That could be useful.
For a meager 750 gold pieces.
What else? What do we have spell wise?
Kind of goes over to the various books. You have protection from energy, banishment from unfamiliar, Flock of familiar, steel windstrike, geese, mass suggestion, crown of stars, contingency, Utalox resilience sphere, wall of stone, enlarge, reduce, tensor flip transformation.
Can I look at that list?
Yes, you
Does it have what level spells they are?
Yes.
Nice. Man.
Can Vaughn like look around and see if there's tables with rings on it?
I don't even know some of these spells.
Yeah, this is pretty dope.
You kind of make your way back over, kind of looking around. There does appear to be any rings around. Nothing that catches your eye.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Let's go back to
busy for a
Basha.
sec.
Okay. Go back to Basha. Okay.
So there, you said there was a weapons and armor area, bits and bobs, and like the magical wizardry stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
And there's also a weapons area.
There's weapons and then there's armor. There's separate ones.
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna mull this over in his mind,
Mm-hmm.
and while he's mulling it over in his mind, let's see what kind of weapons they got.
Okay. Well, you do see a very strange, or not very strange, but interesting vendor that's there. It doesn't seem to be a part of the collection. Just seems to set up shop. And he has a collection of these bows. Like these very large, like thick bows.
Oh.
Yes. Kind of sees it. He kind of like brings it up, kind of stretches it a little bit. You can almost hear the string almost snapping as he's kind of pulling it back.
Okay.
It appears to be like this hobgoblin man manning this actual station. Kind of puts the bow back. Kind of sees you guys. Hello there. Can I help you with something?
My friend's just kind of looking around.
What kind of weapons do you have available?
Oh, these here, I made them myself. These are war bows. Specifically made to kill things. Big things.
I see that. Does he only have bows?
It only has war bows.
Okay.
And almost like a collection of these arrows.
Well, it's definitely not for me. And nobody else in the party has a bow and arrow.
I do, but it's a short bow.
Oh, do you?
Kind of turns to you. You there.
Yeah.
You seem kind of strong. Would you like to try and draw one of these bows?
Well, certainly.
Kind of take one of the bows off. Try this one.
I'll take it. Pull it back.
What's your strength modifier?
I don't know.
What's your strength score?
How do you figure that?
Your score is your big number, not the plus. It's the
Actually,
big.
just give me the number. What are you talking about? It's right there. It's you kind of free it. You grab the bow in your hands, begin to pull back. It is kind of hard and strenuous, but eventually you bring it all the way back. Kind of bring it back into place. You're a strong fella.
Yeah.
Not many men can do that. Kind of takes the bow from you, picks up a kind of a more thicker one. Try this one.
Take it. Challenge me.
And you begin to, this one's even harder, but you do after some effort begin to pull all the way back. Tough one.
Yeah.
Takes the bow from you, gets an even bigger one.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's just straight challenging
Testing
me.
this guy.
Let's go. Let's go.
How about this one?
Robert 2.0. I'll freaking kill you.
It's so finally you take
Oh,
this
no.
larger bow and you begin to pull it back, and then finally you get to a point where it's just, you can't pull it back anymore. You give it a couple more tries and this final bow seems to be your match.
Pretty fun. Is that a simple weapon? No.
I can't remember.
Oh. That first bow. Yeah. How much was that?
Oh, the first bow,
Yeah.
260 gold pieces.
Really?
What color is the bow? Oh, well, what you see here is a fine dark color. And you see right in the middle, it appears like this lighter wood, and it's almost like a racing stripe right down the middle of this whole bow.
And what kind of a bow is it?
It's a war bow.
Oh, war bow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Could I
trade you something and bring the price down a little bit?
I'm kind of looking for coins already.
Come in. Me too.
Can you even use bows?
I don't know, but I think it'd be nice to have.
I don't think you can as a monk.
Especially a war bow. I don't think you can use a war bow.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll still take it.
The gold.
How much is it?
It's 260.
Oh, that's not bad.
So with this bow,
Yeah.
I'll have you know that some of the arrows can't really contend with the power. I'd recommend you take a few of my bows or arrows that I have with me.
There you go.
Upselling.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can take either a bundle of these lightly enchanted arrows or a slightly more enchanted set.
Okay. How much is in a bundle?
Well, the first one that I mentioned is 75 gold pieces for a bundle of 20 arrows.
75? Oh, wow.
For this other set, it'll be 150 gold pieces for the bundle.
Oh, yeah. How about 5 arrows?
5?
Yeah.
Yeah, they only come in bundles, so.
I'll stick with the bow.
Suit yourself. Good luck with those regular arrows.
I'm mighty luck.
I'm lucky.
Okay. So, did you, now that you have time to mull over, have you made your decision?
How much
Just
gold
reading on
do
one
you
more.
have? How much gold do you have? I think that's a better
I mean,
question.
somewhere close to 25,000.
What have I?
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Use a
Open
war
his
bow.
inventory.
Oh, it's a war bow with 160 pound.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
That's a hefty bow, brother.
Okay.
It's a war bow.
What other weapons? Before he asked that, like the other weapon people.
As far as weapons, they're the basics, +1 types, finer types. They're on display via long swords, daggers, short
What-
swords.
Do they have anything in the way of enchanted greatswords?
No. They don't do anything like that.
Okay. Well, the ones with the little dash marks next to them are ones I'm interested in.
Okay.
I just need to know prices so I can decide what exactly I'm buying.
For the low price of one.
And can I trade in the
coin.
Shield of Attraction and the Wand of the War Mage, plus I'm assuming additional gold to get what I need here.
Alright, we'll bring that up as needed. So, it's quite a beefy sum.
Yeah. Interesting spells.
War bow's not in here. There's a war pick.
Give it to me.
Yeah, it's in here.
Where'd you be,
Yep.
Way to suck, Vaughn.
Great wisdom,
I
bud.
don't know how to use this.
Yeah, somebody's not showing up for you.
Does he have one of his things click?
No?
No, I guess she didn't buy it.
Yeah, that's weird. We'll sort it out later.
Okay.
Okay. So, starting out with the Find Familiar, which is at first level, is 125 gold pieces. And it increases by 100 for every level. So with
So 125 for a first, and then it goes up 100 every other level, or
Yes.
every level. So let.
and then it increases by 1,000 when it gets to fourth level, and then 10,000 once it gets to 7th level.
Which there was a 7th level on there, but I can't even research it because I can't cast 7th level yet.
Yeah.
7th level yet. So
So we were looking at. So it's up to you. You can pretty much get everything on here.
I was gonna say, what's the grand total there? Just out of curiosity, I can do the math if you want. If you want to like see what these guys are up to or something, I can sit and do it.
Yeah. Alright,
So fourth level is 1,000.
fourth level is sorry, above fourth level. So at fifth level it's 1,000.
It's 1,000 for a spell.
It's 1,000 plus the additional other levels.
So it's 125 to start, 225 for second levels.
325 for third, 425 for fourth.
What do you guys want to
And
do?
then
1,000.
I'm
425.
Okay.
And then
You find
2,000. Wait, yeah,
I'm
2,000.
looking for,
420.
there should be a priest
And then
there
as soon as you
somewhere.
hit seventh level, it
And I
gets
want
10,000.
So
to
first
share
level,
my
I've
dream
got,
or vision and
mm,
maybe try to gain some insight on what.
second.
okay. You find Deacon Lanu. There at the head of the priests, where the actual temple was located pretty much next to the quote-unquote police station of this town. And you can see it is a temple devoted to Helm himself. And you can see there's not really a whole lot of people there. In fact, it looks as if the deacon is actually on his way out, perhaps because of the festivities going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of stop him and say, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?"
So I had a vision when I was out to sea, and I would like to share to try to gain some insight.
Kind of after opens the door back up, pushes you in.
Alright. So we sit down and I shared with him the vision that I had of not just Bishop Turvin, also my parents, and see if there's a correlation or should I be aware or warned of something coming.
When did you get this vision?
Through everything but the
it's
two fifth
about
level
Was there anything
spells.
strange about that day? Sometimes
30,
visions like this
35,
come
25?
in relation to certain things.
Or no.
the
I have
first
to add
one
another
was
pretty much 3,000
we were
to it
in
to
a
get all the spells.
fight with
But I might skip
devil
these.
key.
Steel Wind Strike would be really dope.
and then the
I've
second
got
one came
keys.
after we had a few
Might
days
skip
after winning
that.
a battle
See
with the Great
what
Cliff.
they'll trade those other two
Or
items
Jackson.
in for. And that'll make me decide whether I get the Steel Wind Strike or not.
Warrior.
A lot of gold.
Thank you.
We also have 25,000. So even after I spin
No,
this,
we might have more than that.
You sound as if
He
you're
said
on
it
the
would
path
fit
of
25,000 gold's worth of coin. And there were platinums
Dangerous
and
journey.
gems and
and we got all those teeth and all
Another
that
thing
stuff.
will
So
come your way.
realistically, like,
Both
I'm just ain't trying to
dangerous.
cash out
plus
completely.
we still have parts of the Kraken too.
Will quite
Yeah.
frighten you.
Which I was gonna take to
So
like a
no matter how strong
alchemical
you
shot,
are,
'cause that's probably where we get the most money for there.
Those kinds of things
Talk
tend
to
to
the
worry
Baroness
you.
too. So
Or maybe me and you can
I know
brainstorm some
back in my
potions
day
we
as
can make with the
as
pieces.
a paladin of Helm, I sometimes have
Between
my
both of
doubts.
us, alchemical herbalism, we can make something dope.
If,
And
uh,
I'm proficient in poisoner's kit too.
My best advice
I
to
mean,
you
no,
is to
We could put
do
some
like
sick
stay
cracking
stalwart.
poison on his blade or
Keep
something.
going.
or like, you know, like
Who knows? Maybe
give
Helm
somebody like
himself
war turtles or war turtle,
will be good for you.
dragon turtle,
Very
dragon turtle
few
strength,
words of
like how
encouragement.
stone dry strength or something like
That'd be
that.
sick.
By the sound of
Or
it,
maybe a
you're
one-time breath
certainly-
thing.
That'd be sick.
You're certainly on his side.
DM.
Yes, sir.
So now that I've got the math figured out, will they trade in? Can I trade in the shield or the wand? Because I really don't want. I'm gonna find someone to buy them because I don't want either wand, and none of us here in the party wants it. So
What?
So, I'd say with the shield and the wand together, that'd probably knock off a good, probably 700 gold pieces from the price.
okay, so minus. Let's say
I don't know.
plus 1425.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Okay. I will take all of these except Geese. All the ones I've marked except Geese. And that totals, I will trade in the wand and the shield. And that's a total of 2,250 gold.
Okay.
I will write that number down so when we finally count everything out, I can make sure I proportion appropriately.
He watches the man in front of you kind of packs up each of these spells very nicely and neatly into its own case.
Get a complimentary bag of holding with that or
giving
something.
You the actual, it's actually like this, pretty much like this cylindrical, like carrying case. Hands it over to you. Ah, here you go.
Thank you. You get a
Lady
complimentary
spells
bag
angel.
of holding with that.
A
or something?
complimentary bag of holding.
Tell me, will you be needing any supplies to inscribe these spells into your book?
Oh shit! I forgot we're doing that. I'll just for expediency, I'll just come back, or can we just like,
Yeah.
I'll just sacrifice the funds later for it or something.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So,
Because that'd take me forever to figure out what all I need.
that being said, what do you guys wish to do? You have spent time out in the wilderness.
I made my way back to the trade post because I
Oh.
knew that that's where they were heading.
I'm looking for Belshazzar.
Okay. So I would say after probably a couple hours around the vending shop, Belshazzar just returned, looking a lot better. You know, when you last left him, he seems to be a little more centered. Still an aura of weariness, but seems to be in better spirits.
Good.
How long did you wish to spend out?
I'm spending not all day, but I'm spending a while just kind of aimlessly talking to Maliki. Just not
Himself.
because I don't really see her as a god, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
More like a friend because that's what she was. But and looking for things to replenish my herbalism kit.
Okay.
Just a few hours, and then I was
Say
heading back
make
to town.
Make a survival check for these for the herbalism supplies.
Do they have an
Guidance.
alchemical shop in this city?
As far as chemicals, supplies, yes, they would. I'm sorry, I was kind of thinking of something else there. Yes, of course they would have this in the city. It's a big city. Many things are available to you.
I would like to find that shop, the best alchemical shop they have to offer. It may just be one, but if there's options.
There's one within the market square. This is the market at the center of things, all buying and trading nature. What do you wish to acquire?
I would like to look in to see if they have any kind of I'm proficient in alchemical and alchemic.
Alchemy.
Yep,
Absolutely.
that stuff. I want to find a book or two if I can that helps outline like basic components and like the theory of it, so I can maybe translate that to using some of the parts we find and harvest off of stuff to build potions. We're thinking we can our idea is to kind of tag team between herbalism and alchemy, and I'm also proficient in the poisoner's kit to brew up potions using the kraken part, some of the kraken parts or some of the dragon turtle parts, just using parts of things we take.
Okay, so this is a beefy book to look for.
I like to read,
It's
man.
a beefy book. I would say.
If I have to buy multiple books, I will. I just want to peruse, and I might even see.
Tell you what, let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'll hold this encounter, and later on, if I need to, I will tell you a price, what that involves, and we'll get back to you on that. How about that?
Can I at least try to sell a few of the electrical barbs or something just to see what kind of price I can fetch? And I could even sell. What's the count on teeth and claws?
16 claws and 12 teeth, but you're not carrying 16 claws by yourself.
No, I can just say I can.
Yeah, we've got
them ferreted away.
Yeah.
I can bring them here.
We want to keep them.
Do you want to keep all of them, or do you want to
No.
sell? How much do you want to get rid of?
I want to make sure we keep at least
6 of each.
I was thinking 5.
5 of each.
Yeah.
So I'll try to see what kind of price I can get for claws, teeth, and electrical barbs from the kraken, and then the teeth and claws from the dragon turtle. See what kind of price we can get for it, just because that's a lot to carry around, and what else we're gonna do with it.
Right.
We can experiment with a few, but
Okay, this is all at the alchemical shop.
yes.
Okay. I'll get back with you on that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna write down 2 though, just so I know.
Yeah. Just put sell 11 claws and 7 teeth.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 on my survival check.
Okay, I would say with that you're able to procure enough supplies for. Are you specifically looking for like healing potion like supplies, or just basic?
Yeah, I'm gonna do because I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna look for the potion supplies.
Okay, I'll say you're able to find enough for one full potion.
One regular potion.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I'm good.
that being said, shopping now done. Let's show there's anything else you wish to do before we move on to the next segment of this
I'm
session.
good to go.
What?
Unless there's some weapons, I could a
Oh.
bigger weapon, just like a pike.
Oh,
Well, have I met with Balthazar
I'm
yet?
gonna say yes, you were able to. You
Alright.
and just as you guys were coming to the end of your shopping spree within the market square.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have him check out the war book.
Okay.
Okay.
Check this out.
Oh, there's only that wand.
what
pull on,
wand?
see?
No,
No,
he
it's
told you
not.
it was a detect
Yeah,
enemies
it's
wand.
Okay.
I know, but I forgot to buy it.
Oh,
I don't think it'll be that deep.
I don't think.
Easy.
Even if
Easy
we do
breezy.
come across an enemy.
Yes.
Looks. Do I recognize? how
Yeah,
it-
Yeah, but I feel
I'll
like
say
it
the
just tells you
style
that there's
and quality
hostile
kind of
like
reminds
people
you of
around you,
the
not
memories
necessarily like this is who it
of
is.
your home.
And if
That's
that's
not
the
empire.
case, we can handle almost any surprise attack.
something I've
Yeah,
seen before.
and honestly, if it told
nice.
us like exactly who it was,
You got
that
arrows?
one would probably be like ridiculously expensive.
I don't think
I thought he said it was
I don't think I have
750
any
gold.
arrows,
Well,
so- No, I don't have any.
Maybe he did.
well, I suppose for you.
It's fine. I don't really think. we
I'm
need
not
it.
proficient with the bows,
I was waiting for
but
like a
we
wand
need
of
someone
fireballs or something.
a little
Someone can use
distance.
for like damage.
Remember you and I
Instead of
trained
using my
and I
spells.
kept rolling really
I
bad.
look like a band
Yeah,
conductor.
managed to get you into, like,
Yeah,
one
pretty
point.
much. Magic missiles and
nice.
fireballs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
forgot. Sorry.
You can pay me later.
So where can I get?
I was gonna
arrows at for?
find the leather maker to finish my shield.
Is this after the time of the week?
Yes, this is like if I can find one, because I'm assuming we're going back to the hotel we stayed at, or the inn we stayed at.
I would say at this point it's getting pretty late. You have to spend
Can handle the
multiple
power.
hours doing different things in once the city. You do know that the fighting pit begins at night. It's getting closer there. So I would say you have time for maybe
Are we going to the fighting pit?
one more thing.
Yeah, I definitely really like
I
No,
would
I'm not.
probably.
Actually,
That,
yeah.
the
When
Baroness
is
is
they-
gonna be there, isn't she?
She actually asked you to come.
Oh,
So that's where you guys would discuss
all right, fine.
things.
I was gonna
such.
say I'm gonna
Um,
bow out to learn my spells.
So yeah, on my way to the fighting pit or whatever, I was gonna stop by to finish my shield.
You do find there's like this worker who you met before. From spending time there is a dwarven fellow, looks to be in his mid-years. There's a leather worker as well as a weaponsmith. Just appears to be in the middle of like working on appears to be like a sword about to wrap the hand. It's very nice leather wrap.
Hello, sir.
Oh well, this can wait. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, and then I'm presuming it's a pretty decent sized piece of turtle. So I pull it out from behind my back, and I kind of set it on the ground with my hands on top.
What in Talus's name is that?
This is part of a shell from a dragon turtle that we've slain.
You know what? I'm gonna believe you. I've never fought one, and this looks like a piece of the show. I never saw one. What do you want to do with it?
I've got it all in the shape-ish that I need it to be in.
That's a nice shape. For
I'm trying to make this into a shield,
yep, that would do it.
and I came to you because I don't want metal on it. Yeah, I really would prefer to have as minimal metal on it to keep it as natural as.
You mean to kind of take it and inspect it? This is tough material. Kind of reaches in. Yep, that's tough. Tell you what, maybe I've dealt with this kind of material before. You want to fashion some sort of strapping towards a shield.
Yeah.
I imagine.
And maybe if you
It will require some hardy leather.
yeah.
As I can't actually. I'd have to puncture into it, maybe fashion a way to tie it into the other side. Yeah.
If you have to put some ingots in it or something to keep it solid, that's fine. I don't want it.
For the full price of working with this material, I'd say 25 up front, 25 to finish,
25 gold.
15 total.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Okay. So he kind of holds out his hand for the initial price.
I give him the 25 first.
Cool. Alright, I guess we'll get started on this. Sit it down.
How long do you think this is going to take you?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Dragon Turtle scales, but checking them around was for you.
Okay, thank you, sir. And I walk out.
So, are you heading towards the
Fighting pit.
fighting pit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So first thing in the morning, you wanna go count the gold and see how much we got.
Are we on another
We
drink break?
can transport via plants. You get us there, I can get us
Huh?
right back.
Works.
Hmm?
Okay. So, as I said, we will go ahead and change up this music. As you guys draw closer towards the fighting pit, you can see a crowd of people gathered there. The two wrecked ships across from each other. And you can see as you guys approach, all seemingly at the same time and not together, you guys approach about midway as these two men are kind of locked in like this grapple. You're hearing shouts and grunting as they're trying to wrestle each other to the ground. You see on the quarterdeck of one of these shipwrecks, there appears to be a newly constructed dais, where the Baroness herself sits upon a chair overlooking the action, as well as her personal bodyguard Tatum, and her other guards placed back towards the back of the quarterdeck. As the bout continues, you kind of watch as she kind of sees you out of the corner of her eyes. You kind of snarls your way. Ushes you up towards her.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Oh, us as a group.
Yeah. You'll make your way towards her. Maybe make your way to these steps that lead up past the guards that are placed towards the back of this quarterdeck and to where she is located. And you guys go to her. What
Yep.
she say?
Yeah.
Nope. We'll follow Vasher because he's.
He's our point man for.
I cast
the
disintegrate.
Baroness.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to ask you to
watch
leave the
she kind of,
campaign.
leans over the side of her chair, sees you guys coming, kind of ushers you up towards the front. He goes, "Oh, come on now. Let's take a seat and let's enjoy some of the fights before we get into business, eh?"
Oh, okay. Where's Tatum at?
He's actually nearby.
Tatum!
He kind of arms crossed, his usual fashion. Kind of looks towards you.
Wanna have a go?
Not feeling like it.
No.
Okay, Tatum.
You guys find your way towards the front, where, as you guys begin to watch the fights begin to take place, you see most of them are local, but you see a few fighters from like distant lands. One featuring an interesting looking tabaxi. Appears to be of monk like origin, and looks like these interesting like hooked. Like these two swords and the ends like they're like these hooks. Kind of wields them as he faces off against a almost like a knight. and you watch as she announces the night to be, "This is the marina." And they go through a few of the fighters. One coming up appears to be like this Goliath, like tank. She names this to be the bastion of the sea. Another brawl happens. This appears to be like a traditional brawl between two humans who are both like shirtless and just punching each other out.
Nah, class.
Finally, you watch as the Baroness kind of stands up. She says, "What am I finding people of Miss Deck? We've had a wonderful night of bouts, but it's time to introduce our final fight." You hear the crowd go, "Boo!" Yeah. I know, my dear people, but I assure you, this last one is going to be quite the spectacle. As this one is a hunter. This one Curry is all the terrible beasts that roam the lands and caves of our great country.
I've done that.
Your character now stands before a crowd of people, as just beyond them is a ring set up just for you. You see the Baroness kind of announcing you, actually. And
All those Mountain Dews out of that.
Okay. Yeah, I got a drink.
And finally, she says, "This one is known as the Hunter." Kind of gestures towards you, far in the back. So if you would like to give a description of your character as you now enter the ring.
My character is about 5'10", humanoid looking guy, long, dirty blonde hair with a dark, full beard. Suppose I don't have any weapons since I'm pit fighting.
Oh, you got weapons.
I do.
Oh, you do.
So I'm gonna have two short swords on my back. They're crossed, so the handles are sticking out like this. I got a dagger on my side. Studded leather armor on. Nice looking pair of boots. Good enough?
That worked.
Alright.
Yeah.
You can watch as the crowd of people, as you're walking onto the ring, people are screaming, "Hunter! Hunter! Hunter! Hunter!" Finally, you step into the ring, and the Baroness, thinking about herself, calls out, "Now I'm sure, as you all recall, not but a short while ago, our fights were interrupted by a terrible event which has since been rectified. I now bring you the beast that was to fight that night, despite a queen." So you hear as people begin to shout, "Woo! Yeah! Kill a spider! Yeah!" You guys watch as bringing into the fight a large enclosed metal box is being carted into the actual pit. And you watch as these figures begin to bring in like these obelisk-like stones, setting up into each of the four corners of the ring. And you watch as a mage-like person approaches each of the obelisks, pouring in this little bit of liquid from a vial. Each one lighting up in this brilliant arcane-like spectacle as
This is who I'm fighting?
yes.
Jeez.
And
Kill me in my first game.
finally,
Oh, it was nice to have you back.
as the final one is poured in, you watch as this magical like beer sprouts forth from each sides of the ring until finally you are closed in like this magical ring. And finally, the box opens, and coming forth are like these spindly like legs. It's coming out as like this large spider. Let's roll some initiative.
Okay, what do I need to roll? Just kidding.
Am I in there by myself?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just watching.
Yeah, the pit fight. We're like, ooh, look at that.
Look at that guy. He ain't gonna survive.
All right. I have a short sword of warning, and it says I have an advantage on initiative.
Ooh.
Ooh, he got cool stuff.
Ooh, he coming back.
So that means I just roll twice and take the higher one.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
16. 16 is my.
He coming.
And first swing back, you're in a pit fight.
This is.
Toy mine's ready for anything, but I don't know.
Whoa.
Quite mean this.
A spider queen, man. I think I'd rather fight Tatum than a spider queen. They're in a magical or like arena type thing now?
Probably so that the spider can't get out.
Probably.
Precautions!
There you are.
Hey, Ashland, can I see that list so I can write down which ones I need to add later?
There you go.
Please, sir.
Yes, there you go.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Can I have another?
Okay, so what was your score?
16
16.
on my initiative.
Huh. What's your dexterity?
Oh, tell me.
Good question.
Wow.
Dexterity is 13.
The spider goes first. They watch as the spider kind of crawls out of its cage. Its long, spinning-like legs
Pull my swords out.
coming out
Would you
to
like
the
to see
ground.
that?
It kind of various kind of skitters up and out of the box, looking towards your general direction, and suddenly it shoots from its back a web. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna hold my action
What are you going to hold it for?
until he comes to me.
So once you get within range, you watch this spider is then going to kind of turn. And it's going to lunge right at you. Going to go for a bite attack. Natural one.
Bummer.
Alright. Isn't it
So
going to
does it
make...
bite its own legs off? Go on.
No, it just misses. And isn't going to make a minimal attack at your face. Oh, natural 20.
Ouch.
Okay,
That was
before
a
you
hard
do
right
damage,
turn.
I'm gonna use my. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
So they get within range of you.
Okay.
So you can take your action.
You can now?
Yeah.
Because it's back within range with you now.
Okay. Alright. Well, yeah, I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna attack it with my short swords. Uh, 26 on one and 16 on another.
Both hit.
Wow. item, 6th level. This is a great item. We'll just end this real quick.
Total of 12.
That's some try hard stuff right there.
He watches like this gout
That's
of his
10
green
D8.
sidekicker kind of sprays on one of its wounds. You do a pretty good hit. It's looking pretty hurt. It is then going to. Sorry. He's not going to do damage with the mandible attack.
Maybe 10d8 plus 10d6. That's pretty
Does 12, 12 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Lord have
This is
mercy.
broken,
12?
dude.
Mhm.
10d8 is 80, 60, 140. That's like a max damage of like 180.
Okay.
More than I can throw. Yeah. That's my highest.
Then
No.
going to kind of move
I
around
also have to
towards
rub
your
the
back
earth, which is
as the end of its
6d12.
turn. Is that
And
yours?
I've also got Mass Cure Wounds, which is 4d8 plus
I'm gonna
5.
attack it again with both my short swords.
That's a 6th level.
One. That's not gonna hit anything.
6.
And then 23.
53 certainly hits.
6 points of damage.
6 points. Took him really hurt.
And I get a bonus action. Can I attack again on my bonus action?
I do believe you have a 2 weapons outright. You have 2 weapon fighting. Yes, you may.
So attack again with my short sword. This is my bonus action. 15.
And that will hit.
Five points of damage.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Ready?
Trying to make it a quick fight.
Can I see his eyes?
You can't see the eyes. They're like these little beady red eyes, pupilless.
Okay. I'm just going to take my sword and just shove it right through its eye, right through its.
You watch the creature kind of screams out, and immediately you can see its form just kind of like skittering and kind of twitching a little bit. You kind of drive it in even further. Find the creature kind of spires there. Its legs curling, and you watch the crowd goes, yeah. And as you kind of taking the moment to taking the victory, you watch as the creature suddenly changes form, and suddenly yellowish ooze suddenly emerges.
I'm getting back out of the way.
You back away, and suddenly like these, like this weird like head almost like vision comes above, and you see one single eyeball in the middle. And it kind of like looks towards you.
Don't know what it is.
Let's take a break.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Now
If you guys are ready.
Yep. We're recording.
Always ready.
All right.
Well, what you deposit for the break. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we were recording before.
Yeah.
And then that's the head of it. Or actually got.
You watch as the creature begins to kind of make its way towards you. This slow, like slipping, like sound as it finally reaches out with one of these large tentacles right across your form. With a 9 to hit.
No, 14.
I'll make another one. That one will be 24 to hit.
Okay.
DM, did anybody look surprised when it transformed like that?
Oh yes.
Even like the Baroness?
The Baroness actually not so much. She
Like she knew?
She knew. It looked like she knew what was happening, but the crowd was like,
Okay. I just want to make sure that this wasn't like a event that was not planned for.
But you watch as the fight begins to come back into place. People begin to get back into like, yeah.
It's a 2 for 1. Oh, good.
with a single attack. You suffer.
Just roll all your
Jesus.
dice, dude.
He was like, just kidding, you're not coming back.
It's nice having you for the second you were here.
You suffer 18 points of bludgeoning and poison damage as the strike whips across your form, digging into your past your leather and in your form. It then just kind of swells up before you. It's sounding a mouth kind of peering to give out this large. It's now your turn.
18 points of damage.
Yes. Bludgeoning and poison damage.
Alright. I'm going to, with my bonus action, I'm going to turn one of my swords into a flaming sword.
Okay. With that, you run the blade across your bare skin, bringing forth your blood and
And I
Comes to
take
life.
4 points of damage to do that.
okay.
Nice.
And that was my bonus action. I get 2 attack actions.
By all means.
Wondering.
I didn't even have True Strike in there.
Hmm.
One of the bard cantrips is True Strike. but it's not
23
in
on
here.
one, and then 8 on another.
What's True Seat? Oh, it's right there.
Sorry, what's the first one?
Sometimes it cuts them off.
23.
That one hits, the 8 misses.
Well, I didn't distinguish which one was. That'll be my flaming sword.
Very nice.
Forgot. Yeah, it's an extra D6. Only one hit. I did 10 points of damage.
Points of damage. You watch as a straight burning line kind of cuts across this creature's yellowish, sludge-like form, and you kind of, as it burns through, it kind of, like the smell kind of stings your nostrils, and it's a horrid smell. In fact, the whole thing smells terrible, and it's just all awful. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. You watch as the creature, after recoiling from the strike that hit, it kind of reaches back and 2 more of these attacks across your form. Roll this. Natural 3 and natural 1. Both of these you kind of duck as these large sweeping attacks go across your form, and watch as this creature kind of cries out frustratingly. And it's about to go in front of this little attack, but at the end of its turn, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to do 2 more attacks. The first one will be the flaming sword.
Flame on.
Flame on!
12 to
12.
hit.
12 will miss.
12 will miss. Second attack. 23 again.
23 will hit.
6 points of damage. And with the bonus action, I will attack again with the flaming sword. And 1. That's 2 ones already.
Will miss. Get him out the way. They're in the fight. Alright. With that being said, you watch this creature is then just going to kind of get closer and closer. You watch as all these limbs kind of flow out. We're going to try to wrap around you to restrain you. I need you to make a contested strength check.
Nice.
19. Wait, I get a. I have a strength bonus.
Go to your main stats.
So it'd be 21.
That was a natural 2.
Oh wow.
This creature is rolling very poorly.
Good.
Yes.
That's what we want.
That's exactly
That's
what
exactly
we
what
want.
we want.
You know, which is this
And,
creature
bolts
getting
up.
much more fresh right now. You very deftly dodging in and out of its attacks as you try to attack you, but can't really seem to get hit other than that first one. It is now your turn.
2 more attacks. The first one will be the
You
flaming.
guys are just on like a trade of blows right now with a terrible creature and this very interesting looking person.
Alright, first one will be the flaming tongue sword, or something like that. That's a 5. That's not gonna hit. Total of 11. But,
That misses.
2 is not gonna hit. I'm gonna use my bonus action for another attack with the flaming tongue sword. 12.
12. Also misses. Okay. You watch this creature. He's not going to send forth a mass of like this sticky like webbing, except it's going to be yellow and goopy. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Right. Come on, baby. Come on. That's 22.
Yes, that certainly succeeds. You bring your blades and whoosh, cut as across this webbing and kind of passes through you. It's exchanged. No one's really landing anything right now, but that is the end of its turn. Back to you.
2 more attacks. First one is always the flaming sword, and that is a 19.
That will hit.
Damage on that one is 13.
13 points of damage. Creature kind of shrieks in frustration as the fire
Second attack,
goes across its form. Before
15.
15, that just barely hits.
That is 8 more points of damage.
Alright.
You still up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Flaming sword again. With a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. You guys just
16.
relax.
16 to hit.
16 that hits.
And that was the flaming sword. And 13 more points of damage.
Okay. End your turn.
Yes.
It is going to transform. You watch as the creature, the shell like sludge suddenly evaporates into this almost toxic like mist, and it then begins to pass through you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
And one of my feats, I chose Resilient Constitution. So I have an
You
advantage
have
on
advantage, yes.
Constitution saving throws. That is a. First one is a 15. Second one is not worth talking about.
Well, the 15 definitely succeeds. Just barely. So as it kind of passes through your form, you watch as at the end of that ability kind of transforms back into its disgusting form. That being the end of its turn is now right behind you. So you kind of whip around.
But still within reach?
Yes.
Or my movement or whatever. Okay. 2 more attacks. I'm just going to keep hacking away at this thing. It seems to like it. So, first one is the flaming sword. That is 10. So that missed. Second attack is No, it's 14.
That will miss.
And then my bonus action, I will use the flaming sword again.
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
That will hit. Just barely.
11 points of damage.
Okay. At the end of your turn, unless you want to move or anything.
No, I mean I turned around and faced it so I could hit it, but
Fair
that's all I needed to do.
Is going to, without even too much effort, just 2 of these tentacle attacks right at you.
Well, he's hurt, ain't he?
Do some damage. 17 to hit.
17 hits, but I can use my reaction.
Okay.
Because I am a defensive duelist. Add 4 to my armor class, that would take it up to 18.
Gotcha.
And so now he misses.
Okay, so does that last the whole round or just that one attack?
No, it's just a 1 attack, and it's my reaction.
Alright. So I'm going to hit you again with a natural 19.
Yeah, that was one at least.
Points of bludgeoning and poison damage to you as it finally gets X-Strike Crusher form. As they're going to ready more attacks.
That's the end of its turn.
That's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Now yours.
Okay. I'm going to do 2 more attacks. First one is the fire sword.
Nice.
Natural 19.
That will hit.
Points of damage. Another strike. 15 to hit.
That just barely hits.
6 points of damage. Bonus action with the fire sword. 13.
Okay. Alright. And your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So as it just got waylaid by all these attacks, you watch as it's looking hurt, and as such, you watch as the creature kind of like grabs hold of your, not like actually grabbing you, but it kind of reaches out towards you. You watch the eye kind of locks on you as it casts Dominate Person. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the Baroness doing? Just watching quietly?
She's just enjoying the show. Just kind of like watching just like this. What are you guys doing?
We're watching the show.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really paying attention.
And into it.
Right on.
13.
I'm reading my dwarf book.
You watch as its will pierces through your skull, and you hear this voice deep into your mind. It simply says, "Lie down," and you have to. Because it now dominates you.
Okay.
Ouch.
Mhm.
Counterspell.
So,
Just kidding.
I should have.
on your turn,
You
It's
don't know
my
that
turn.
guy from Adam.
Okay.
You're right.
So I can do whatever I need to do, or can I still
no,
do
you
it?
have to let
You're
it.
just here to get the money.
Like, it's
So
a
you're
team.
just here to
You
get the
didn't
money
save.
and your army. Sure.
Okay, so that's my action.
Yeah, you
Did you
just
get
slide
that
in.
shirt from Norm?
Okay, I get up.
Oh yeah, bud.
You
I
have to
love this
listen to
thing.
it.
I want to go
Okay.
so bad.
It's
On its turn.
amazing. You'll
It's
love
gonna
it.
take its
You'll love it.
tentacles and attack at you with advantage for both strikes.
Okay.
As you are now prone. First one we have 17 to hit.
That. I'm gonna use my reaction. I use my reaction to raise my armor class. It's on a defensive duelist.
Can you under domination?
I don't think you can.
It's been a long time since I've read that spell.
How long does that spell last?
That's for a minute.
A whole minute?
10 rounds.
Does he get to recheck since he got damaged though?
Well, he's not damaged yet. Okay. Alright. So no, you can't do anything. You just have to lie there.
Okay.
And as such,
I'm dead.
Take a look at my hand.
No, I'm gonna die.
the natural 17.
I only had that many hit points left.
Ouch.
Wait, what?
Huh? Nothing.
What'd you say? With the natural 17, it brings it up to 23.
Yep. That hits.
Oof, this one's gonna hurt.
I'm probably dead on this one.
Yeah, he is.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ. Just drop the kitchen sink over there.
Let's just end this guy. Me and you.
42 points of bludgeoning and piercing or poison damage.
That does me in.
Wow. Way to kill Dave.
So you watch as this creature strikes at this opponent, and you watch as they don't move, and before this creature can come in and finish the job, you watch as the gates close, and suddenly the creature stops, just as it's about to truly finish you off. You watch as the crowd goes, ah! Inside, the creature's still frozen. You watch as the people that are at the sides begin to usher this creature back within its cage. Cleric tries to summon forth to tend to your wounds as you are brought back from unconsciousness.
Nice.
We don't know what happened. We're just
No, we're just watching some guy
You
fight.
recover 9 points of healing to your form,
Nice.
and you kind of wake up sore, hurting. You're trying to remember what exactly happened before. It looked as if you're about to finish off this creature, but you're now back. You want just cleric kind of heal you for an additional. Eight points of healing. Oh, you're right there, buddy. Come on, speak. Say something. You're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Good. Good.
Did I win?
You were close. You were very close. Yeah, that was actually pretty interesting. You watch the clerics kind of talk you up, trying to bring you back. You see someone kind of trying to tend to you a little bit, but you kind of hear as Baroness comes back again. How about thee? Thank you all for coming out tonight and witnessing the bouts placed here by our fine fighters. Thank you to the newcomer for showing off your skills.
Or not.
Everybody have a good night. Party responsibly. She kind of nods to everybody, and they all kind of raise their hands, and they begin to disperse. And some of them hanging about to talk amongst themselves or drink the ale that is there. You watch as the Baroness kind of looks towards you, kind of ushers you up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put my swords away and go. Okay.
You walk up, and you see a collection of people. The most obvious to you is the Baroness. She kind of regards you. You know, it is quite interesting. I'm not too familiar with your abilities. Tell me, what is it that you use?
Well, typically I'm a hunter. I don't do much fighting. So, I mainly hunt.
Well, I'm certainly glad that we got you in on short notice. I tell you, I was looking for fighters this way and that, but luckily we found two. So, for the price of entry, you will receive a reward, which one of our people will give to you once you leave. But I just want to thank you personally for fighting and giving us a good show. I must say the swordplay was quite entertaining.
Oh, thank you, Baroness. Glad I could entertain you.
And not just me, the people. She kind of gestures towards you guys. And what do you think? Not a bad fight, eh?
Yeah, good fight.
Not bad.
Yeah. Not too
Interesting
bad.
character that you were fighting against, though.
I killed him the first time, mate.
No, well...
Yeah.
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 You had to
All
get it-
around interesting.
Anyway, like I said, you will receive a reward for entering into the fight, but it will be a little bit less because you did not win. But either way,
Yeah, typically I don't get a reward for losing.
I hope you do better in whatever you do in the future.
I think I'll stick to hunting.
Fair enough. You certainly look the part. Drink, if you wish. Join me.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Baroness.
No, not for you. For the fighter.
Dang it.
What was your name, by the
Treat
way?
me like that.
My name is Naponic.
That is an interesting name. Where's that from?
Where is that from?
Maybe from the southern regions of Pyre.
Pyre? Okay.
Did we recognize that?
I wouldn't say so, no.
What was your name?
Naponic.
Naponic with an
I'd say
N?
the only one that would be familiar is Belshazzar, because you are from the southern
Hey, so-
regions of Pyre.
N-E-P,
You know there are a few
N-E-P-O-N-U-K.
distant villages and towns that just kind of border between the actual desert and the land. And there's a lot of strange creatures out there, a lot of scorpions and strange large beasts of that nature. But anyway, so like I said,
I'm from the southern regions of Pyre.
is that so? That's very nice. You, yeah, but never mind. You are bad enough as it is. Like I said, drinks are on me. For you. Okay. No, I still
Get the drinks for free.
Alright, thank you. And sorry I couldn't win tonight.
There are always more beasts and things to kill. Certainly you'll find your way to some. She kind of looks towards you guys. We have business. Isn't that right?
Oh yes,
Yep.
we do.
Indeed.
Free beer.
Shut up, Mama.
So I guess I'm gonna head to the bar and drink.
Do so. She then turns to you. Her legs kind of crossing over. So primarily our dealings have been between me and you. But I've noticed that you've gone quite close with your companions. If you wish for them to be here during the finalization of our deal, I'll allow it.
That's fine.
You've done your part. It's currently hanging up on my wall in my office. I must say I'm very impressed. So, pulls out the coin for half to seal the deal.
I pull mine out.
I bet you do.
Hmm?
That's what I bet you do.
Yeah, dude.
Just kind of waits for you. Shink. Puts in her jacket. And there it is. Now I am bound to take up my part of the deal. If I recall, you had some sort of magical stone to your magistrate.
That is correct. And I pull it out of my robes and hand it to her.
Shakes it. No. I'll get to talking with your higher ups. And we will begin
you.
the connection.
Freaking did it.
So, what do you all wish to do as the Baroness kind of steps up and to take her leave?
I am going to pull my sending stone out and speak to my magistrate and let them know that I've made the deal with the Baroness, that she will be contacting them soon and ask for further orders.
There's a moment. Who did you send this to?
What is it, Ionis? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a moment. Send me here. Creator Adept Vashra. Well done. When you get a chance, you should come to the conservatory. I believe it's time. That's the message.
It's time.
We don't hear
No, but Taylor's excited.
Taylor's excited. Taylor wants to see it.
I would like to
The night is yours.
see.
them. How late is it?
It's pretty late. The fights, the very debut, took their time. I would say it's just getting to probably 10 in the evening.
So,
I'm assuming you guys are drinking.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
I'm not.
We need to go over the loot we got from that one.
Well,
Or should we wait until we're out of here?
actually, my magistrate requested that I return to the conservatory. So, if willing, you're welcome to go along with me tomorrow. I plan to go in the morning. And then, in the safety of the conservatory, we can account for our winnings.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Sounds like a good trip.
How
we
far
can,
is it to the conservatory from here?
About 6 seconds.
Oh,
6 seconds.
I got you. I'm like, wow, that's the quickest trip we've ever taken in 6 seconds.
Yeah. No way I can subvert that.
Joe. All right.
All right.
Who wants to go drinking?
Nope. I'm out.
Let's go.
We shall retire to the inn.
I go out
We'll
and
see you in the morning.
party with the people.
As you
The
go up to your drinks, you see
Nutty Inn.
Nutty.
Forgot about that. Neil.
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Thank you.
Neon.
Neapolitan.
You see him sitting
know.
at the
This is
bar
the
currently
only
ordering a few
D20 that
drinks
doesn't
for
have the 8
himself.
right there.
Oh.
But you
Oh,
may,
that's weird.
for you, I would say,
Does it
depending
mean
on what
it's
you want to
lucky or
drink,
does it mean it's cursed?
either give me
I don't know. Scared now.
either 5
Keep an
silver
eye on it.
or a gold piece, depending on how much
Just
you
your
drink.
other one?
I don't want to drink a whole lot.
Okay, so 5 silver.
Just do 5 silver.
I'll just do 5 silver.
Okay.
Does your nice one?
Okay.
It's an 8. This thing.
You had a pretty rough
Whoa.
fight there, didn't you?
That's heavy. Doesn't roll.
Yeah, mate. Normally I do a little better than that, but you know, rough night.
Yeah,
I
you're in a
average single
cage.
digits of this thing.
Pretty to
Yeah,
look
you
at,
have
I had
but
a magical
additional-
cage at that.
That's why I keep it
And
over
you
there.
get an additional
Oh.
75 gold pieces to your pouch. That's for
Add
the
75.
yes, for the entry into the fight.
These two right here. These two right good ones.
Hmm.
These two right here are usually my good ones.
What brings you up this way? My
um,
name's Belteshazzar.
may I
This is my
transcribe
friend
tonight?
You may.
Belteshazzar. And Vaughn.
Oh, God,
Yep.
we gotta get an Aussie.
I'm Nipponic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you, Neponic.
Ponic?
Nipponic.
Oh, alright.
My mates call me Nuck. Because I don't give a care.
Really?
God, we just hired
Alright.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're laughing in
Ponic?
the corner from
No.
a drunken feller. That's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's a real good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So you say you're a hunter?
Yes, I am a hunter.
You like just a free hunter, or you get orders from somebody?
Yeah. And you get some come by bird.
Somewhat.
Bird.
Some come by bird. They're like actual, either be it pigeon or a hawk. Somehow they find their way to you at different assignments. That find your way towards your person to go after. Very occasionally, really do have actual agents, such as yourself. So mostly you're relying on your own abilities and just various descriptions within the assignments that you receive.
Well, mate, I do some by order, and I do some, you know, I'm out in the wild.
Uh-huh.
Gotta eat.
I
A
see.
hunter never goes hungry.
Yeah. What's the
You
biggest
ever had
thing?
fresh moose?
No. I don't think
Mate.
so.
Oh, mate. You ain't lived life.
I got
I've
I got
had
elk
fresh
jerky.
moose. Do we have moose on this planet?
Of course.
Yeah, I have elk jerky. That's pretty good.
Moose, but yeah, that's where it's at.
Moose, okay. I'll take your word for it. Nuck. What's the biggest thing you killed?
Oh, I got new toys.
Moose.
Moose.
Oh, Nuck. You in the low classes. Ain't that right, Belteshazzar?
What are you
He
talking
was not
smack,
just-
man?
he was not just talking
That's what
about,
he does.
Like live animal. He's talking about anything bigger than that as far as
Oh, you talking about creatures?
yes.
Yeah.
Killed a creature or two when I have to.
Oh. You ever killed a dragon turtle?
Oh God, here comes the plug.
Here
Shameless
we
plug.
go.
No, mate.
No. Look. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell
Don't
you,
ever
He
do it.
he is that World War II vet at
You know,
at the
if
bar.
you can get away from it. Run.
It got me. It got me.
They got you. So you didn't kill it either.
Oh, I know. I got it too.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did.
He was brought back a cleric.
After I got back.
Oh, that's what happened to me tonight, mate.
Yeah,
I
I
know how you feel.
I feel the pain. I don't like that too much.
Yeah, that's never fun, mate. Never fun.
Been dying.
Why are you looking at me?
So where are you headed to next?
Open road. Whatever comes your way.
Wherever the winds may take me.
As you know, a hunter needs his quarry.
So, how do we tie in Dave's character? That mission?
Figure it out, Juan. Role play it.
Come on, bud.
We do have an open spot in our group if you're wanting to adventure with us.
Is
If
that
you're
so?
open- Yes.
This guy didn't die.
I just died.
It's a dragon turtle.
Oh my god. Get this
I don't
guy
do
out.
that.
Good lord, dude.
You died.
That was
too,
the
and
most
you brought
Vaughn
back
thing you
life.
could have
Yeah, mate,
possibly
you just
done.
said you had Claire to bring you back.
So-
You're the one just happened to me.
You know, it's sad.
That was
I
awesome.
don't know what you thought, but
We could use a body in our group. If you're willing to travel with us, we do many expeditions.
Ashton, I'm not a ritual cast.
Some that we don't want to
first
do
level
and some
spell I
that
took.
we are asked to do and we're willing to do.
Find familiar.
Oh, I
Is there-
see.
are there like games around? Are there
Oh
games
yeah,
around?
there's definitely games. I don't know.
How I mean you have a little comp?
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
gonna wake up with a trinket
Uh,
out
What are you gonna come
the door.
with?
Currently, you see there are actually,
Oh my God.
there is some kind of like this large
It's a big
cave,
lick or a
Ow.
panther or
hail
something.
situated in the actual ring. And you can see there's like a group of men kind of currently in the middle of having
Full
like
Harry
a
Potter
drink off.
again now.
They're all sitting around, kind of
Full
hooting and
Harry
hollering.
And you
Nearby
get,
us.
like,
Which games?
Is there
You're
like
carry
Right.
around a 10-gallon
Yeah,
fish
I'm
tank with you.
do I know what he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what it is.
Okay.
for both? Is there any like accuracy games around?
One of the ones that you can make up.
Okay.
Hey, there's a wooden ship right there.
Do you have a bow on you?
I do have a bow, yes.
I would say he's pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
pretty proficient.
He
proficient.
is a hunter.
Okay,
There's a hunter right there.
He's a hunter.
One of the fastest shooters in all the land.
no, the greatest. Well, let's see who's got the best accuracy with some darts.
Darts.
Yeah,
You got darts?
I got darts.
He's gonna hit somebody in the back of the head
Yeah.
with a dart.
I don't have any darts.
I'll let you borrow some. Well, I got javelins.
Darts?
I don't have darts. I got javelins.
Basically, just really big darts.
It's a different game.
In the middle of a
He's
bar,
like, "Yeah, I
just
know."
throwing javelins.
Can you imagine throwing a
Well,
4-foot javelin
I
at a
got 6
dartboard?
darts. I'll throw 3, you throw 3. We'll go.
We're not throwing them at each other, are we?
No,
I just
no.
died, mate.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that.
You just died.
We'll go 40 feet back,
What? What's your
and
I can pick what I want.
yeah, I'm gonna like
Just like
make like a circle.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
the
like
reason
this.
for this?
Oh,
I'm just
That's
curious.
what
From-
friendly is.
See his skills.
He's a
I was
hunter.
thinking it was more like trinket like this.
So did you. Would you stop bringing that up? You died more than
Ranger
once.
hat.
Beastmaster.
It don't matter
I
if
know
it's a
the one.
desert.
What are you,
They
mate?
call-
Are you? What do you do?
What I
Is
do?
there animals?
Oh,
on
just,
here?
I'm more like a
Just
striker,
okay.
fighter.
Just like a
I
Oh,
get
you
it.
a fighter?
Real
This is
close.
just like
You
a
a fighter
magical
and you
creature
die, mate.
that you create.
I'm a hunter.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna make?
I always come back.
I was out of my league.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have either a
It's a
hawk or
friendly
an
game.
owl.
All right.
I feel like an
Good
owl
deal.
makes sense.
Let's lose it by
I
a
mean,
finger.
Unfortunately,
Especially if
I'm
you do
gonna
like
put
a-
my
like a
gold
bar
on
roll.
the hunter over here.
Alright, you may
It's
just
all
have
right.
three darts
He's a
there,
hunter to bear in mind.
or
Just
just
sits
one
there.
if you wish, just to see how it plays out within your actions.
What is it?
You gotta have.
Add the dart to
You
your
either gotta have
inventory,
the most mild
and then
tempered
build
animal
it, so
ever,
you may
or
add
like
whatever modifiers
a
necessary.
freaking spider monkey.
Man,
Oh,
I had
okay.
3
It's
darts.
just crazy.
I don't have anything. To,
What?
Is it just a regular dart?
Yeah, just regular dart. I was
It's
trying to see if I had
fine.
anything to
Huh?
detect like good and evil and stuff.
It's Vaughn. I know. I knew we were gonna have a while with Vaughn trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm getting some good sleep. That's all I care about.
As soon as this dark escapade is over, I'm going back to the room.
Don't you have the thing of detecting good and evil?
No.
I thought
I
somebody
have,
had that.
I have a great weapon of warning.
Do
And
we
it's,
have a-
it's not it's not shimmering at all.
Do we have like a rope of trust?
Why don't you make a
A
insight
rope of
check?
trust.
A rope
he
of
says.
honesty? I don't know. What?
Why don't you make an insight check?
Nah, I'll do it after the game.
You got high wisdom.
He has super high wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupidly high wisdom for a
20
monk.
for wisdom.
That's the same thing I got.
He doesn't
You're
like
technically
using- he
you're
doesn't like
technically
using
wiser
it.
than me.
He doesn't like
Not
using
really.
it. He doesn't like using it.
No.
Yeah, mine's 19.
That can't be right.
I'm white. How is that possible?
Okay, yeah, let's
I'm just
do
more
some
intelligent.
darts.
Oh yeah, you're
Darts,
super smart.
You're more
40
worldly.
feedback.
I'm
You
just
find
like
a,
intelligent.
Hey, mate.
I need
First,
to find something
let's
that's gonna
chug.
make my intelligence
Okay.
plus 20.
I thought you could just do
You
that.
guys actually chug?
You have to have a magical
Yes.
item.
Yeah.
Chug the
Only
whole thing.
ability
Constitution
score
saving
things
throws
can
for
they
both
can
of
only
you.
make you to 20. You have to get magical items.
I have advantage.
I think the only people that
Got
had
him!
above 20 stats in the first campaign was. Oh wait, how far are you?
They just went to the
23?
the Tal'Dorei Council and lost their membership because they attacked Briarwoods.
I think it doesn't really do anything, but I think the only two people in the campaign that make it above 20 in this stat is Scanlan and Grove.
Keyleth's already above 20.
With what?
Wisdom, she's at 22.
How?
I
What
don't
is
know.
that?
She's at 22 right
26.
now.
Maybe she read a book.
Easily not.
Ern
both of
Scanlan
you.
reads books, I
Down
think,
here,
and then
your,
Grove has
legs of
an
tail
axe or
with
something.
these.
He has something that
gives him
increases
strength.
his
You know,
strength,
for the
but like he
brother,
gets up to
you
like
kinda
24,
think, "Oh,
26.
must be really thirsty or something.
Well, she started out the show at 22.
I'll go first.
Did
Okay.
she?
Yeah,
Go for
she
it.
started out campaign. They haven't leveled up
So I
yet.
do
She
like
started out
regular
at
attack with
22.
the dart?
Yeah.
But her like
You find
She
a
has
good
one
section
of her
the ship
stats
where
is like
there seems to be a
6.
whole lot of traffic,
Yeah, she does.
and you're kind of out in the open, so
Yeah,
people
I
can
think it's
clearly
her
see
charisma.
what you're doing, and
Okay.
those are
Something.
guards around. They just
One
kind
of them
of
should
seem to
sound
be
like
off
a
on their
6.
own, partying as well.
Okay, cool.
I got my new spells. I got my
17.
new spells.
you got your new friend.
I think I'm doing
Dude,
honk.
kind of hits
don't. What your
just on
name?
the inner circle, not exactly the middle.
Right,
But
okay.
pretty close to it.
Your turn up.
Here we go, mate.
I'm gonna name her.
What's her?
9.
9. You do hit the
Black
target
Betty.
though, right
Black
on
Betty.
the edge, actually just
Black
outside
Betty.
the target. So technically you missed, but you're pretty close.
Okay.
Pretty close to hitting.
Okay.
For my next one.
So we'll say in this instance, he wins his first round.
Yeah.
Okay, through the second dart has 21.
Okay. With this one, you actually focus in and right in the center. You hit the target.
Oh, nice. Cool. Nook, nook.
Nuck nuck.
15.
15. You actually strike just adjacent to his first one. And so, as you're finding your rhythm within this, you do feel as you're getting closer, but within this second round, he has one again.
Yeah.
Like another, like a nat one. Okay, 16.
16. You kind of knock down like a cluster with each of your strikes against this board.
I can't get a good roll.
Because you
Must
just
have
got brought
Must have
back to
been
life.
that. Yeah, must
Yeah.
have been that ale and I'm about dead. 11.
11. Alright, so with that, you hit the actual outer ring. You still hit the target, but the various wounds and L has seemed to have taken a toll on your aim. So though you're hitting, you are not exactly hitting it like you really want to. So, end of the round.
Nice.
One is Lorena.
Look.
You're pretty good, this guy, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. I don't normally do that too often. And then I guess I like to make an insight check on this guy.
Make an insight
See
check.
if he's like, you know, a decent character.
Okay. The various experiences you now have with him.
Yeah. Try to just get to know him a little bit. Oh gosh, I should not have rolled that. 10.
You got it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Nuck. We're trying to stop a war.
Oh,
We'll
Jesus.
just hit you with that.
Just bam,
We're just gonna
bring
hit
it
you.
out.
Mic drop.
Yeah, mic drop. Look, if you're gonna join,
He's got the highest wisdom.
I know he's He's the wisest person out of this group, I'm pretty
We're
sure.
just gonna drop it on you. We're trying to stop a war.
If he's inviting your group, you gotta know what you're going into.
So
You're drunk
we're the
already.
Avengers.
We're trying to stop a war. Apparently, it might be a secret. I don't know. But hey, yeah, you can join if you'd like.
Good thing
We're the
everyone's
Avengers.
drunk.
We're the Avengers, and we're missing Thor
So
and
you can sleep on it.
Black Widow.
Yeah,
so
sleep on it.
If you're,
We're
you
heading
don't
out.
have anything else to do, or you
Penis
ain't
at the
on.
nutty end.
Yeah.
we'll be at the Nutty Inn.
Yep, we are at.
We're headed out.
The Nutty
The
Inn.
Nutty Inn. That's right. It is that's what it's called.
Is that
Right
what it's
next to
called?
yeah, it's the Nutty
Oh
Inn.
yeah, bud.
It's
Oh, yeah.
right next
You're
to
That's what you named it.
it's right next
So
to the
I'm gonna go
shipwright
home
and the brothel.
Stop a war.
Save the world.
Wait.
It's right next door to the
Oh
brothel.
yeah. It's like a.
Meet
Yeah.
us tomorrow at the inn.
Nutty Inn.
At the
Little
Nutty
bit
Inn,
like
yeah.
death.
Head out
Yeah,
early
the
in
one
morning.
that he made
Introduce
southern
you
by
to
the end of
others
it.
You've already
Me,
seen.
Yeah.
Got the Shazar and our
That's right.
band of misfits.
Who's this war between?
Basha knows more about that.
We have another member. He's a little bit more clued in.
They kind of surprised us with it because we weren't really aware that there was a war we were against. So
I mean, we're aware,
I
but
thought you guys might be the leader.
we're not.
You guys are not the leader.
No.
of the war.
No, of your group.
I knew it. I knew.
We don't want to
I
be the
knew
leader.
it.
We would be in all kinds of trouble, as you can tell.
I knew Vaughn was gonna say that. Well,
We kind of just
What'd he say?
don't have a
went-
leader. We
yeah,
just
he said, I
come
figured you
together
guys
and
were the
work together
leaders.
as a team.
You're not.
there's
Vaughn
no
goes,
leader, okay.
No leader.
Depends who you ask.
the only person that say you is you.
But that said, nice to meet you. Nope. And we will hopefully see you in the morning. I'm on my way back to the room.
Okay. As well.
Yeah, I'll go back.
I owe you an ale.
You do owe me an
I
ale.
lost the game, mate.
Yeah. Forgot about that almost.
Drink.
Okay.
Okay. So you stay drinking with your new friend.
Duck, yeah. You Duck, throw back a few.
Bottoms up.
Okay. So you begin to make your way back to the inn.
He's like, why did I call it
Yeah.
I'm glad I take notes.
Alright, fair enough. You make your way back. I assume you are in the middle of screaming. You just.
I'm passed out.
Okay, passed out. Alright. You make your way back to the inn. Find your way to your room, which for.
Did we still have a room when we got back?
No, you have to rent more.
Yeah,
So give me.
I'm renting one.
Yeah, give me 2 gold pieces per room renter.
Okay.
You want to just room with me? I'll
That's
pay
fine.
for it.
2
sure?
gold pieces?
Yes,
Me and him, I'm paying for it.
absolutely.
Good.
Are you staying in the Nutty Inn?
Yeah, might as well.
There you go. 2 gold.
2 gold.
Okay. So you begin to go into your room, take off your various ornaments and that nature. Get to sit down. Get to relax. Just before you lay down, there's outside you hear like this chink, 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 chink,
I hear that.
chink
Who hears that?
My door?
on your door.
I just go over and open it up.
Okay, so you go over.
Boom!
I know.
Behind the door is a man, very tall, probably a little bit taller than you, very muscled. It's covered in these plate armors. You can see his whole right arm is just covered in like these different pieces of like shingled like armor on the scale mill, and his torso covered in plate. His legs are heavy with these greaves. His various armaments, and you see he has like a black set of hair, black beard. Behind him, you see a woman, elven, seems to be dressed in like these ranger-like leathers, kind of tan skin. You don't see. He speaks. Hello, the young guardian.
Hello?
You march towards a great evil. It's finally nice to meet you. I'm Hell.
What?
I've never. What I do?
You watch as the
Well, I
figure
fall to my
behind-
knees.
the figure behind kind of turns around. I'm Maliki.
Okay.
Don't kneel. Please.
Come in.
Are you joking me right now?
What? We picked the wrong room, dude.
Are you twisting my arm right now?
Nope.
We picked
Come
the
in.
wrong room.
He kind of nods.
Two gods just casually roll in.
You're
Kinda
freaking
nod.
What up?
You're making a hawk and make it to talk to gods. I picked the wrong group.
You've gone through much, and for a while you've kind of been out of my domain. Else I would have made your way towards you rather sooner. But I must say, young guardian, through you, we've finally been able to suss out the corruption that's went over this country. Zareth. It must be wiped off the face of this plane.
Understand?
Gather your friends. We have much to discuss.
I do. Okay. So
Maybe
I
it's
want to.
Begins to walk back down into the main foyer of the area.
Okay. So I go to all the rooms and arrange my group and tell them, Lasha, believe it or not, Helm and Maliki is down in the lobby and they need to speak with us. Then I go to the
I'm
others.
with-
I'm sitting there. I'm just like, you mustn't tell jokes about the Shazar. And I'm just like keep doing my thing.
Yeah, I don't believe him at
Lasha,
first.
This is not a joke. This is for real. They just came to my room, knocked on the door, and they invited us down to the lobby to
I
discuss
get-
further things that need to be discussed
I get
about
dressed
ridding this
as quick as
country
possible and
of
run
evil.
downstairs.
Two deities knocked on your door.
Yes.
I
Evidently,
roll my scroll up.
evidently
Suck
they've
it in
been
and stand up.
following- They've been following us
I
for
shoved-
quite some time.
I already shoved you out of the way and I'm gone. I'm already downstairs.
As I start to walk out the door, you notice that for some reason there's a hawk on my shoulder. As I walk downstairs.
Righteous.
Okay.
Just a random hawk.
Just go ahead and walk. Alright. You
Has Vaughn made it back to the hotel yet?
No.
This is awesome.
Getting drunk.
Thank you.
No, how good you?
No, you're not. You're still.
Ah.
It's all good.
That
Probably
was
screw us
awesome.
anyways.
You end up fighting Helm.
As you make your way
Cool.
down the stairs, you can see, kind of still standing,
That's great.
chatting amongst each other. It's really tall. Human man, covered in armor. You can see, like I described before, right arm just covered, bits of armaments all across his body. You can see another woman standing next to him. Ranger-like leathers, a bow strapped to her back, a quiver to her side, and she kind of like her hair kind of twitches, and she looks towards you. And a smile comes to her face.
And I run and give her a hug.
She goes, oh, there. Kind of pats your back.
It's been too long.
I walk downstairs. Insight checks.
As you kind of just keeps on patting your back. You've really grown.
Yeah, I have right now. I
Oh,
mean,
she kind of pushes you back. Oh, we have much to talk about.
yeah,
Have a seat.
okay.
And you watch as you make your way back down the stairs. You watch as the Helm, the god Helm, and the goddess Miliki take a seat next to you. What do you guys wish to say?
Well, insight checks, because this is logically makes no sense in my brain. For the first time in his entire life, Vashra is utterly confused.
Can we see it?
No.
Oh.
No. Vidalkin, no way.
Well, I just gotta know,
Yeah,
man.
not a
'cause
chance,
two
bro.
gods show up, you're not even like, not even the slightest little bit. 12. They're gods.
There are gods. Right there, sitting at a table with your friend.
Now both the shits are.
Okay, how are they sitting? Are we all sitting at one table?
Yeah, you're all sitting at one table, just kind of waiting for you and Belshazzar to make your way there.
I just go and sit down quietly and
Reserved.
listen.
You see the stoic helm gives you nod. Let's begin. He watches me like he kind of perks up. So they said he'd kill this devil. Will not work. Perhaps some of you already know it would only slow it down in the long run. Short of actually going to the Nine Hells, which I think at your current stage, one of you could entertain the thought of doing such a thing. She kind of looks towards you. We have decided we're going to banish this creature from this plane. They kind of wait expectantly.
What do you need from us?
Against the pact. This is how I'm kind of coming up. In accordance to the pact, we cannot aid you very much. I do give you my sincerest apologies, young guardians. Blake kind of perks up. We have a seal. Strong enough to prevent this being from coming back to this plane. And she kind of seemingly out of nowhere pulls out a scroll. You can see it actually kind of shines gold. She kind of holds it up. This is what's known as a divine seal. We have held on to this for quite a while, as we were missing the last ingredient. Helm kind of perks up. The name. To seal this creature, we need the name. And through you, we are finally able to have it. Mary kind of outstretches the seal. It's one of you.
Take it.
You take it.
And examine it. Examine it.
So, you've held spell scrolls before, that like of arcane equipment, usually fine and make, usually pristine. What you hold before you doesn't really make sense. It feels light as a feather, yet at the same time holds weight. You see it kind of glimmers on the outsides. You kind of almost try to peek in, and it's almost blinding as the actual inscriptions are divine in make. It is pretty much a miracle. In
It's an Elder Scroll.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Good point.
Would anybody be able to see that? And any of our group be able to open the scroll and read it?
Who you ask?
The Maliki or Helm, either one. Did they answer? Could either one, any of us, open that scroll and read it?
There are one amongst you, actually I do believe two amongst you that can operate the scroll. You? Or you?
Because we read Celestial?
What? I don't read.
Because we read Celestial? I don't. What?
Simply
what?
because you're able,
Oh, magic
To cast
users.
spells.
indeed. So do you have any questions?
mentioned
You need
that-
its name. Its real name?
We have it.
Saint Around.
We killed it. We killed it.
That dungeon guy.
Is it? Okay.
That is its name.
Garrett knowledge combating Voshra knowledge here.
Okay.
So like, in like, actual D&D lore, every like fiend has a name that it goes by. But if you were to know its real name, its true name, it would give you dominion, like control over it. Is this its true name, or is it just like the name it goes by? That's
This
what
is
I'm
the
trying
true
to.
name.
Okay.
But we
Gotcha.
would not have wasted our time with nicknames of the sort. This is, by all means, its true name. Granted, we know that means that you could command it. But how long would that last? No, we mean to completely wipe off this being from this plane, make it stay within its hellish realm.
So he's talking about.
So,
Banishing it to the hells permanently.
that being said, we've mentioned that we are not able to aid you any further in this quest, which, mind you, this is indeed a quest. Perhaps the most dangerous in your entire life.
Almost to the point of death, possibly.
She nods. We can, however, give you a few ideas on how to bolster yourselves for the fight ahead. Indeed. We must talk. Dean stands up and begins to walk to a separate area for you two to talk.
Okay.
Miliki perks up. Then we must talk.
Sure.
And they begin to leave you, Basha, alone.
I missed the meeting.
Cool, man.
She kind of breaks you over. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
Since I've seen you face to face.
it has been too long.
Look at you. Fine druid. Hero to your home, no less.
You know, I'm just trying to make Dad proud.
Isaiah's a good man.
Yeah, he is.
Better father. But I can see that you worry for the safety of your allies.
Yeah, I really do.
There's a woman that lives within a grove, not far from your home. Her name is Ellie.
Ellie?
Pay her a visit. She may aid you in relinquishing this worry. I can see the questions written on the very essence of your being, but I won't lie to you. I don't know. When you find the answers you seek, you'll be ready.
So how will I know Ellie is who she is? Like, how do I know she's not going to be somebody else, or how she knows to trust us, or
Well, it is the challenge. Good luck.
thank you.
My knights and guardians alike all carry the heavy burden that comes with keeping their homes safe. It is my honor to help them and carry that burden with my boon. If I would give you the greatest of all my boons, I assure you I would, but there's much room for growth in you, my guardian. For the time being, you must seek out an artifact. Alcohol.
Okay.
Within the ruins of Zasus. Just south of here, in the southern wilds of the mountain province.
What is it? What's the artifact called? What'd you say the artifact was called?
Agmalu.
Agmala.
Agmalu.
Agmalu.
Okay.
Egmal.
Agmal. Oh, just
Agmal.
Okay.
You watch as both Helm and Winnick, they begin to leave. Mickey gets up from the chair, gives you one final smile. helm that you found on.
Can I ask one question before you leave?
By all means.
The dreams or visions that I have been having, is this related?
The center earth is unstroked. That creature will eventually make its way to all the facets of this country, probably further. So, it is directly related.
Thank you. Your daddy gonna die?
He nods and begins to leave. As they come together back towards the middle of the of this lobby, they both kind of look towards you.
I'm still just looking at the scroll.
Ricky kind of gives you a wink and home. This guy stares at you for a second. And I give you no eye. And then they continue to walk.
Can I read that? Is there anything there? They're just
Make an
acknowledging
insight
acknowledging that I'm a human being. Not really a human being, but oh, so close. It's like 19.
Mm-hmm.
17.
It's pretty clear. I mean, they're two gods. And I don't think you've taken up any religion yet.
So they're just like, can't help you.
So, they leave. The two deities, just as quickly as they entered, now leave to continue this quest. As we're going tonight's session.
No, come on,
Oh,
man. It's too
man.
early. Let's keep going.
Eventually, you guys make your way.
We're editing.
Eventually, you guys make your way to sleep. Various, both you and you being invigorated by meeting these deities. Never in a million years did the thought cross your mind that you'd see them face to face. Basra. Wow.
You met gods. Again.
I mean, like, I knew they existed. Like, I've dealt with, like, Nethral's patron, but just roll up in the nutty inn, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. I have to ponder on that one for a while.
But
And I'm definitely telling the conservatory.
eventually, you guys make your way to sleep. You two returning back to the nutty inn to find a night's rest.
Yeah.
Drunken and just full
Do
of
you
good
even
cheer.
sleep?
Yeah.
Do you even
No,
sleep?
I can't sleep. I don't know what time it is currently,
For
but
myself.
I'm too
I bet you
awake.
sleep like a baby.
Yeah, no.
Those of you that cannot find too well good sleep, if you wish, I'll allow an exhaustion point.
I sleep like a baby.
Not effective at all.
I finished my scribing now.
With that, you guys make your way to the next morning.
Yeah.
You can smell different food being prepared and cooked. Actually, no, if I remember correctly, I don't think she sells.
I don't think so.
She cooks food. So you come to a warm lobby.
Lovely. I was gonna say, 'cause she's not very warm either.
I stumble down the stairs. I'm tired.
So all together, the morning is yours.
First thing I do before I meet up with everybody is go check on that shield.
Okay. You come back to the market inn. You can see the dwarf is just in the middle of opening up the shop. You can see he's like, "Oh, good morning.
Morning.
I suppose you want to know how
Is it done yet?
goes
Is it
with the
done yet? Is it
shield."
done yet? Is it done yet?
Yeah, how did it venture?
Well, I had a few troubles. I broke a couple of drilling bits trying to get to the actual armor, but it's halfway done.
It's halfway done.
He kind of brings it out so you can see there's a couple of holes drilled into the actual shell. You can see he's already got a couple pieces of leather needing to string through it. Is more like a test piece, if if you will. You know, while you're here, why don't I get a couple measurements just so I get the fit just right?
Okay.
Take a couple measurements. I tell you what, if you come back tomorrow morning, it'll be completely ready.
Okay. Well, here is 5 gold for the broken bits,
Oh, sir.
and for helping me out right now.
Whenever ready. Takes the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your patronage.
Now I head back.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Did you leave us before you met us in the lobby, or were you?
Yeah, I just did that real quick because I knew it was gonna be real quick. If I just before everybody like got really moving or right as the thing opened, I just hopped out and came right back.
I'm waiting in the lobby to see if Nuck shows up and the others.
I really need to get those arrows.
You do need to go get those arrows.
I'm reading my dwarves book.
I think
It's
I
like
could
a
just
trade
wait
wall.
though. I think I could wait.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can get arrows anywhere.
So, like I said, the morning's yours.
Yeah, but I'm sure someone else can.
Okay, so who all's here? Now.
I'm down at the lobby. Bowling.
Just kind of hoping to time it out to where I'd be back when everybody came down. So I should be there.
I'm there.
I'll go down and I'll find Belteshazzar, and I'll say, well, if the offer still stands, I guess I'll tag along with you guys. You guys seem interesting enough to
All right.
tag along. If the
Might
offer
as well
still
meet the
stands.
rest of the group. We got Vasha, and we have Xanon. There are other
Xanon.
people. Yep.
Can I insight check him? His
Yeah,
demeanor?
me too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We've asked him to join our group in efforts to
Ooh, that's a
rid.
big fat nat 20.
Okay.
And
Never
Vaughn
mind.
here already
I guess,
dropped the bomb
still need to
on
make
that
it?
we were trying to end a war.
So since I have the point of
Let's
exhaustion,
prevent a
is
war,
this
prevent a war,
disadvantage?
prevent a war, yeah,
Or is it
prevent a
just
war.
I make a mental
Yeah,
Insight
note.
check, is that an ability check?
I make a mental note to not tell
So I
Vaughn
have
so much
disadvantage.
anymore.
This character here, he's an open book, I tell you, mate.
So many
12.
mental notes right now.
12.
Don't tell Vaughn anything. Don't tell Vaughn anything.
That you just don't want to
Nice
tell.
enough. And you, if you wish to impart a whisper, go for it.
A whisper about what?
He
I'm just
insight
like
checked
I'm
you.
just insight checking you for like your general demeanor and if you're like if you seem trustworthy and if I get any weird funky vibes about you.
Or if you
On
wish
a nat
to
Is
20.
there any ulterior motive
Just
that?
address the group. We met him last night drinking, just so y'all know, because you guys left before anything else happened.
Yeah.
Dark Boy here had to have a little competition with him
Yeah.
to see if he
Do
was
some
going.
dodging. He seemed alright.
So, what does he get? My alignment and stuff?
No. Just give me
Or-
the general idea of. Do you seem forthright? Are you?
Oh yes.
Do you
yeah.
seem like a bad guy?
Does it seem like you have
Do
any
my spidey
ulterior
senses go off
motives?
about you?
No, I'm
Just a general out.
no, I'm a good guy. Lawful good. I hold to morals. I hold to. I just like to drink ale and get him going. But yeah, no, there's nothing out of the way. Nothing to be alarmed about.
Okay.
Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
We're actually
Yeah.
going to go to the conservatory.
Conservatory.
Yeah, we can explain that later.
All right.
So
Speed is of the essence.
I'll just motion for everybody to follow me and we'll just go back up to the room me and him are standing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And after I'll take a minute with these special chalks that I pull out for my robes, and I just start drawing sigils and circles and all kinds of symbols and stuff in this big circle array. And right before I finish, I say, now in a moment this is gonna activate. Be hasty with your entrance.
Oh.
And then I complete the last mark.
You watch as the nail kind of erupts in this arcane eruption, which you can feel almost like a drawing-like presence. Let's go in.
I say quickly now, and I
Go,
walk in.
Go.
I follow.
Follow.
I followed right after him.
Yeah.
So you all are suddenly pulled forward into what can only be described as a wormhole. You guys are suddenly from one side of the country all the way to the other side of the country in a matter of seconds. You suddenly now stand atop of this, almost like this raised platform, and immediately you see a few of these robed figures. A few of them young, a few of them older, and they all seem to have like a little satchel at their side with various things within. You can see these people seem to have been attending to whatever this platform was. Mostly not even really certain what this is, because this is technically a new thing, brand new, in a sense. And before you, Warren perks up. What is going on here? Hey, hello. Kind of looks at you. Curator, welcome back.
Thank you.
Who are your friends?
They are my adventuring companions, and they have been helping with tasks I have been sent to complete by our magistrate.
Oh, right. Okay, very well. Do you wish for me to fetch the magistrate? for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, kind of bows and begins to hurry away. You watch a few other scribes that are kind of around, kind of attending to the various cleanup. You kind of wait there for a minute, and finally you look behind you, and you see where this teleportation circle is located. It appears to be on a raised platform overlooking the grand library of the conservatory. You can see you are actually above mostly everything, and it is the center of the conservatory. Below you is a densely organized and multi-level collection of tomes and books. Directly in the middle, you see is a stark white tree covered in silvery leaves which shine through the crystalline glass ceiling which shines above you. This tree, as you know, is a gift of Una, the goddess of knowledge. You wait there for a few moments.
Una? This is a made up one? Is this a homebrew?
I can't remember.
Oh, I was like, I've never heard of that one.
I don't think so. I feel like I've took that from one of the.
It's not Ioun?
Yeah, it's Una.
Ioun, like from like Critical Role?
Nope.
Oh, Una.
But I guess somewhere in that sense.
Okay, gotcha.
You kind of wait around for a few seconds. A couple of the other scribes begin to make their way out of the teleportation circle room. A few moments longer, you hear the doors as an older male human steps in. A very long beard, though, kind of stylized and knotted in different kind of fashions. You can see hair is very well kept and tied into almost like a tall bun. And you can see he wears the mantle of a magistrate above his robes of the Alabaster Conservatory.
I
Well.
bow as he walks up.
Well, when I said you should come soon, I didn't think it would be this soon, but it's a good day indeed to see you. Kind of turn towards you. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
Alabaster Conservatory.
Good to be here. Hello.
Magistrate, these are my traveling companions. And then I turn around and one by one, this is Vaughn, this is Belteshazzar, this is Xanon, and our newly acquainted friend, Nipponic.
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 Pleasure to meet you
Everyone,
all.
this is my magistrate, Ionis.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
friends
you.
of Vashra's, certainly friends of ours. We have personal business, but I suppose you four can make your way to the Grand Library, peruse some of our books if you wish,
Okay.
or if you want to relax. In fact, you have a bit of a surprise for you. Let's do that right now. He then kind of turns and begins to make his way out of the teleportation circle room.
I start to walk and then I stop. I turn around and I go, enjoy yourselves. And then I look at Belteshazzar, and I like kind of point at Vaughn, and I just like make eye contact, and then I turn around and walk away.
Understood.
As he's kind of walking away and sees you kind of alone. Oh, why don't you bring your friends with you? This is separate from the other business.
Oh.
I thought you. Wait, hold up. Didn't you just say to go look around the library?
He said,
You
or
already
if we
changed
want to
mine.
relax, you have a surprise that he wants to show you.
So I can't get the surprise. We're getting my surprise, or we're not getting my surprise.
You're getting the surprise before the surprise. There's 2 surprises.
With our
This
friend-
surprise.
with his friends?
This first one involves the friends.
Yes.
This is probably like
Okay.
a room or
Okay.
something.
So I just motion everybody to follow me.
I apologize. I'm kind of just getting up. When the sun rises in the east. Is it
Sun
right?
rises in the east, sets in the west.
It's your world, make it up.
So this would probably be pretty early. No, it would be later in the day. So it would probably be like 10 in the morning.
Well, we're on the same continent, right?
Yeah, but you went from one side to the other.
So
It's
yeah,
pretty much like New York to California.
So it would be.
If we left at 8, it's only like 3 hours difference, 5 hours difference.
No, it's 3
3.
from East Coast, West Coast.
Oh.
So that being said, yeah, it's probably a little later in the evening, just a bit in the
Yeah.
morning. Well, might as rain. Let's go.
Okay.
I just really suck at this.
This high magistrate is being to lead you towards the. Towards the west wing, and you know that the Alabaster Conservatory is split, or rather, constructed almost like a cross, with the Grand Library sitting directly in the middle of the cross. And you know that the west wing houses the dormitories for the various scribes and curators and arbiters. And, well, not really any of the high magistrate, because by the time they make it to that point, they're wealthy and can afford their own homes. You begin to make your way following after him, and you guys see very different environment. Urban, you can see people of various appearing ranks going about doing different tasks. These slightly robed individuals carrying around these books or tomes. You can see some of them with like these more expensive mantles on their shoulders, some with different kind of robes entirely. It is seemingly a well-organized library. And with that, you begin to make your way to the west wing, where you see, whereas your original room was located on the 2nd level, you're then brought to the 3rd level.
Ooh. Of 3? 3 of 3?
Yes.
How many levels are there?
There's 4.
Oh.
So you moved up.
Moving up in the world, literally.
Moving on up.
And once you are
Totally
taken to
sad.
your personal room, kind of opens the door. Come in. Kind of ushers you through the door. This is your new room. We've already had your previous belongings placed in here. You kind of look and you see all your belongings. You can be in charge of that.
Okay.
You
You
then,
got a signed Michael Jordan picture in the corner, don't you?
Oh, for sure.
He then kind of says, you are curator adept. You are now curator master.
Oh.
He kind of begins to reach into his,
I bow deeply.
into his robe, pulls out a medallion, kind of bestows it onto you. You can see it has a symbol of the Alabaster Conservatory tree, which is the white tree that you saw on its surface. This is yours.
Thank you,
This will get
Magistrate.
you into the higher tier levels of the Alabaster Conservatory, as well as you have a few wave supplies for various spells and such things of that nature, as well as a few other things. But I'll allow you to get comfortable, and I'll come back later. How's that?
Absolutely.
And then kind of nods towards you and leaves the room.
Nice.
So my other secret's coming later.
Yes.
Okay.
So you got new digs.
Whoop whoop, moving up,
So-
bud.
What do I get? I mean, belongings wise, just like normal stuff, obviously.
Yeah, it's pretty much up to you. Like, anything that Basher would like or take a liking to, probably books and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. How big is it compared to the other one?
It's a lot bigger.
Really?
You have like your own like little personal. It's pretty much the size of an apartment. So you have your own like little kitchen area, your own toiletry area. It's kind of common in a sense.
Okay.
You got your own one studio apartment.
Nice.
It's certainly an upgrade.
Let's count that gold.
I'll think. Yeah. I'll think of some stuff later. I'll get back with you on what I want in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess I'll tell them that you all are welcome to stay here or visit the various places of the conservatory you're allowed to go. Just behave yourselves and just let them know that you're with me, and they'll let you into the library.
Yep.
I need to figure out the exact extent of our earnings.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So after they
One.
go about 2, 4 years later,
The world has ended, but we're still counting gold.
after they've gone about, I'm gonna sit down and figure out how much freaking
Alright.
moolah we got.
Let me bring that up for you.
Ready for this number?
No, dude.
I've been holding on to it for a while.
There's gold
Stress- I
and
was
platinum
fine.
and jewels. We're about to get paid.
Yeah, we is.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your pocketbooks. You know, by holding all this, you become the treasurer, right?
That's fine.
Finally
There
got,
it is.
finally got a bag of holding.
Okay.
Here we go.
You got your pens ready? Who's
I got my pencil
He's-
ready. We're good.
secretary's got
I'm
it.
secretary
Okay.
now.
Or treasurer.
Secretary and treasurer.
Okay, so gold pieces. I'm just gonna lay it out.
So you're gonna give me gold and platinum?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Gold pieces. 10,000. 700 platinum. 1,000 gold pieces worth of gems.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Distribute as you may.
Alright.
So
I'll just
700 platinum's
7,000.
7,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 18,000 gold pieces.
Nice. And divided by 4?
4,500.
Everybody's 4,500 gold.
Nice.
I've never seen that much gold in my life.
Boys?
So I'll just say that I gave that out. So mark
Sounds
4,500 gold.
Got it.
And once you finish finally tallying up and divvying out all the gold,
About time.
you hear a light. Bashara? You ready?
Absolutely.
He opens the door. Come.
I do so.
Indeed you do. So Vasha, do you remember, this is probably just a few years before that we received you, but perhaps you've read about the Pursuit Act of Discovery.
Do I?
Yes. The Pursuit Act of Discovery was enacted by King Sabu.
King who?
King Sabu.
Hold on, what was it called again? The act
The Pursuit Act of Discovery.
pursuant?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm about to drop some more, so.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Here it comes.
Discovery by King
Sabu.
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 Oh jeez, should have wrote this on this side. Okay, go ahead.
No worries. Let me just pull up all the information. So I'm just gonna
Can I possibly get this in a PDF later?
Oh yeah. This
Okay.
is actually part of the update you will be getting.
Okay, well then I guess I don't need to write it down.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna talk it out.
Okay, that's fine.
So about 100 or so years ago, there was an amazing discovery found after an earthquake that shook the very alabaster observatory to its core, destroyed much of the foundation. The mages on site had little time to act, but they did manage to save from total destruction. We found that after the dust had settled, that the various archivists on site found it. What it is, we really don't know. It's an artifact that's been kept secret for roughly about a century. Its High Magistrate at the time had plans to, we had plans to keep it that way for quite a while. Many members don't know what it is, or even know that it exists. Why we call it it. You know you do know of the Colosseum Amphitheater? Not too far away from here?
I do.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
It was there that the Alabaster Conservatory began to give out these, how would I say, pretty much an expose of its various research and arcane devices that had been found. We, or rather they at the time, showcased the arcane cannon. It was quite the upset for the various rivals that we have here at the Alabaster Conservatory. But King Savo, he was inspired, and as such, put forth a grant for us to fund various archaeological pursuits, research and expeditions. Many believe that this our intentions are simply to learn more about the Great Fire and what happened beyond. But the true goal is to find more artifacts like it. By now, as you've been following him, you're making your way deeper and deeper beneath the levels of the Alabaster Conservatory. You're probably by now within the dungeon, deep beneath the ground. And finally you finally find yourself at a wall. Just a plain stone
We've been
wall.
walking this whole time?
Walking this whole time, deeper and deeper beneath the ground. You now see that you're with nobody. This is just what's been happening as he's talking. Kind of puts his hand up against it and mutters a word. And he watches. The magical door suddenly opens. He begins to go. So, that effort has done well for us. We've actually managed to keep the pole position against the Valencia. So we have found quite a few artifacts over the years, and I've stored many of them beneath, but none quite as interesting as it. You finally make your way out of this hallway, and it kind of opens up, and standing before you, I suppose I should describe what you see before that. You kind of enter into a large chamber, 100 feet in a direction, probably 50 feet wide, and you see hanging suspended by these chains is some sort of mechanical-like device. Basra, it is within that we found you. And that's where we're going to end this session.